It's the sound of the buzzer, the roar of the crowd, the swish of the net. It's the spin on the ball as it's released, the squeaking sneakers before an inbound pass, the timeout that gives us perspective on the moment. We love basketball because we love movement. And so we're asking you, the fans, what moves you? Goodyear, more driven.
Switch to T-Mobile for Business and get up to 90 days of service free via virtual rebate on your business plan. You get a great deal, the largest 5G network, and first-class benefits like Microsoft 365 on us. It's better for business and only with T-Mobile for Business. Limited time offer. Stop in-store for details. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Virtual Express MasterCard within 8 weeks of receipt of valid submission. Complete port within 60 days. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices, coverage, and plan details.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save for driving safely. Save for driving less with pay-per-mile insurance. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. Savings based on early signing, discount drive-bys, and mile-wise. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay.
Indeed knows unexpected demand can stretch your business thin.
Leon speaking.
Like at Leon's Plumbing.
Sorry, quickest we can get there is next Friday.
To stay out of hot water, he needs to get started hiring right away.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
O'Reilly. Save big during Power Torque Tools DIY Day sale at O'Reilly Auto Parts with great deals on socket sets, impact wrenches, and more. Right now, get $10 off a 200-piece mechanics tool set, plus earn double O-Rewards points. That means you'll get to your next reward even faster. Visit the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts today or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The thing about comparing rates at Progressive.com is that by now you've heard a lot of ads about comparing rates at Progressive.com. We probably don't even need the words comparing rates anymore to remind you that seasoning steaks at Progressive.com is an easy way to save on car insurance, or that swimming in trousers helps you find the lowest rate. And that's the thing about foraging for truffles. You've heard a lot of ads about standing tiptoe on a cinder block. Compare rates and sing softly to a wounded field mouse and save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Hey, this is Anthony Gargano. Listen up. Love doesn't stop, and neither does Golden Nugget Jewelers. Why? Because Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged. Largest selection of diamonds, clean and safe environment, major financing options, as well as unbeatable prices for name brands such as Verragio and Tacori. So you can find the perfect diamond without breaking the bank. It's time to show your partner how much you love them. Visit Golden Nugget Jewelers at the corner of 8th and Chestnut. Online, GoldenNuggetJewelry.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
Thanks so much for getting in early with us on this Tuesday. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. With Bob and Pat and the Scofflaw and the coach, Eric Camille. We'll talk more about the Scofflaw coming up in just a few moments here on the show. But let's get started.
Jamie's going to the big house.
Jamie's going to be put away. It's going to be like Orange is the New Black starring Jamie.
Let the boy watch.
The house cleaning has begun. Jalen Mills exits the fold. I will remember him as one of the characters in the play where the Eagles finally won that elusive Super Bowl. It's a little sad to see one of the memories of a spectacular championship walk out the door. But I truly believe, and I'm baffled by some of the conversation that I hear, that I think it's absolutely the right thing to do. I would absolutely let him get his $9 million guaranteed elsewhere. But it doesn't change the fact that the remodel, rebuild, or renovation, as Adam Schefter called it, has begun. I'm thrilled with it. I can't wait to see it all play out. Yesterday, got a lot of emails after the show. A lot of people saying, man, I don't like the negative tone you're taking as far as the season goes. We can still be good. And I answered it just like this. This isn't the time for nostalgia. This is the time for trying to build something memorable again. Let's get after it. And that's where we begin the 6 o'clock hour with Bob and with Jamie and with Pat and with the coach. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And it's brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White, here for the pro. So, a guy like Jalen Mills leaves, and I thought, seeing some of the stuff on social media, I thought like Ron Jaworski had retired. Randall Cunningham had retired or moved on. People were waxing poetic about Jalen Mills, and Jalen Mills, he seems like a great guy and very talented person, green hair. Yeah. But honestly, Bob, seriously,
that probably sucked.
Are we waxing poetic about the Jalen Mills era being over?
Well, there's nostalgia there, obviously. I mean, he was a starting corner on a team that won the Super Bowl. He was involved in the Julio Jones play greatly. The things that he gave, he was a 7th-round pick. He was what he was. He is what he is. Maybe he gets better in a defensive-minded system like Bill Belichick's or whatever. To pay homage or whatever to a guy, he just was what he was, and that's okay.
And that's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. And they moved him to safety, and God, he played over 1,000 snaps at safety last year. He was on the field all the time.
I would have lost that bet.
Yeah, me too. But he just did what they asked him. Is he a really good NFL player? No, you can upgrade that. Letting him go, I'm fine with, because as Jamie said, like I'm right here in the middle with this. As Jamie said, yeah, you go out, you spend a little bit of money. Maybe you find somebody that's far better than a Jalen Mills when you're only spending a little bit of money, and then maybe that leads to something bigger down the road. But I have absolutely no. Thank you very much, Jalen Mills.
Thank you, Jalen Mills.
Hopefully, this organization can do better, and we wish you well in New England.
And I don't want to see any condescending tone to it, but when I'm seeing people waxing, like, couldn't we have afforded Jalen Mills? I saw 3 tweets in a row going, boy, for $9 million, couldn't you have kept Jalen Mills? And I'm like, really? You don't want to go with a cheap option? You don't want to go with somebody that has to prove something on a prove-it deal? I'd want that over giving Jalen Mills $9 million, Jamie.
Yeah, I saw that deal and I went, oh, good for Jalen.
Yes.
He's a champion here. And, we never had one of those. So most of those guys are going to be held in a nostalgic type of lens. So I got it, but an homage day to Jalen Mills, that's a joke.
Seriously.
Look, the guy had his limitations. I think we'll get into it later. I think he was a little better player than most people's gut reactions are about him. He was versatile. He dyed his hair green. He was always great with the fans. I get why
he fit in here.
Yeah,
your second thing. He's versatile. He dyed his hair green.
People liked him.
Jalen Mills tributes run out at the dyed his hair green line, which doesn't take too long.
He sucked.
No, he
didn't suck.
He wasn't very good.
He wasn't very good.
There's a difference between the two.
But if you're one of the two, we move on, right? We don't even have this conversation.
Yeah, nobody's crying about it.
Well,
some people are mopey.
Yes, John's right. The waxing poetic that was going on yesterday, as if they lost an all-time great. They lost a guy that filled the entire link with the smell of burnt toast. He wasn't very good.
Well, that's different.
What are we talking about?
You said
Mills.
You said he sucked.
He's Kurt Coleman.
He didn't suck. No,
he's Kurt Coleman without the Pro Bowl nod.
He's better than Kurt Coleman.
You're right. Kurt Coleman was a Pro Bowler.
There is a line.
I don't care about Pro Bowls.
There is a line between sucks and not very good, John. I agree with you on that. I won't go sucks totally, but I will say he wasn't very good.
Wasn't very good.
Like
yeah.
you can replace that easily.
You can take a shot on a younger guy.
Sure.
And have him making the same mistakes 4 or 5 years into his career that Jalen Mills made.
Yeah,
but I like Jalen Mills. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I'm glad to see him go.
I thought he was very good inside the red zone because he didn't have to worry about getting flat-footed and getting beat. He could body somebody up. He had height. He played physical. And for that reason, I'll take a guy that battles his ass off in the red zone every day of the week because I mean, ultimately the game's about preventing points.
And without him committing that foul in the end zone, Julio Jones catches that ball.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a totally different.
And he sold it well.
It's a totally different story. At that point, it would be terrible.
Yeah,
to see that. That Saturday afternoon was amazing.
Yeah, that was fun.
Amazing.
I mean, him sitting on Julio Jones after Jones went down the first time, and he kind of just like sat on him for a second. I mean, it's a play that's going to define him here in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't win that game, you don't get the Super Bowl. So here's how I envisioned it yesterday when I heard he left. In 15, 10 years, whatever, and you bring back the Super Bowl team, it's going to be, oh, yeah, that's
There's
right.
Jalen Mills.
He was the starting corner.
He'll dye his hair green.
He'll dye his hair green.
And
it's like, oh, cool. And then he played a couple years in New England.
Okay, so I ask you, Ertz leaves, I got a feeling in my gut. When Ertz leaves, that'll be tough. If anyone else exited this roster, is there anyone else, Pat, you feel sentimental about? Now remember, Brandon Graham's here.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about somebody retiring. I'm talking about somebody leaving. Is there anyone else on the roster?
Yeah.
Maybe Derek Barnett.
I would feel feels for Lane, Brooks, and Cox.
Whoa. They're not leaving, though. They're under contract.
Oh, I thought you meant hypothetically.
I mean, somebody who could hypothetically
No, there's no
leave.
free agents.
There's nobody.
Actually, Cam Johnson, I think, is a really good
Seriously?
punter. He was the MVP last year, John. The guy brought it.
MVP.
I like Cam Johnson.
MVP shouldn't even be mentioned on a 4-win team.
Somebody's got to be.
You could win 4 games without the
I actually
MVP.
do want Cam Johnson back.
Oh, my gosh.
But I wouldn't be upset if he left.
I have a feeling they're going to go with the cheaper option.
They had 17 free agents, and they were pretty much all trash.
It's terrible.
Jason
though.
Peters, I guess.
I don't like that word. I don't like it when players are referred to as that.
As what?
Really? Trash. Like a word. Like, I mean, it's
not
just,
like human trash.
I know,
just
but
athletically
it's not
trash.
a good word. It's not a good word. For
Jason
players.
Peters, I'll feel a little weird seeing him in another uniform.
Really?
I love Jason Peters.
I'll drive him to the freaking airport.
I don't want him back, but I'll feel like, oh, there goes the bodyguard.
After what he did at the end of his career?
Yeah, I can't let that affect 11 years of...
I can honor him and say he's a great player. He was a great player for probably 5 or 6 years. He was a great player. But I absolutely, Bob, can say, don't let the doorknob hit you or the good Lord split you.
It's recent
on the way
memory,
out.
right? It's recent memory. And I was the one who last year, right at the beginning, saying, what the hell is this guy doing? He's holding this team hostage. I said it over and over again. I don't like what he did the last couple of years.
No.
There's, he's sticking around to collect money. Understandable. If he was still a decent player and he went to another team, yeah, I'd be like, oh man. But he's going to go if he goes to another team. There wasn't a lot of interest in him before, but if he does, he's probably just going to be standing on the sidelines.
There's no interest in him last year.
None. No.
There was no interest. There was not a contract offer.
But he's still
Two different agents told me flat out he did not have a contract offer.
I buy that.
And he let the Eagles. He then got the Eagles to bite on it and sign him, and then he held the organization hostage. Kiss my backside. Get out the door.
He's still a Hall of Famer leaving your team.
Awesome. At the end of his career, I will gladly say, hey, Jason Peters, you had an amazing, I'd say you had an amazing 6 years in Philly. You had an amazing 6 years.
How long was he here? 11?
11, right?
I might go a little more. I might go 8.
Yeah, I got to look.
The last 3 were not.
Yeah. So if it was 11, I'd go 8 great years.
How many was it? How many was it?
Feels like 25.
Yes. Well, remember he had the
ending wasn't real great.
He got here in 2009, and he played. Yeah, it was 11 years.
So 12 years.
Yeah,
it'd be 12 years, right?
So I would say 8, right?
Yeah, I would say 8.
I'd say 8 really, really, really good years.
Okay.
Oh my God! It sounds like somebody.
I mean, it says all I'm going to say is that I have a different feeling about him. Get out.
I loved him. He was.
Oh no!
When in his prime, like I'm I know the last 2 years are what they were, and he irritated a lot of the fan base. But, like, for those 9 years, he was one of my favorite Eagles. So,
he was an amazing
How could
player.
I not have feels if he leaves?
I have none. Not now. I would have had feels a couple years ago if he wasn't an extortionist on his own franchise.
Yeah, he can kick rocks.
He was an extortionist.
I'm with Jamie
No, wait a minute.
on this one.
We'll honor, Pat, we'll honor his memory as far as saying this guy was a great Eagle.
Yeah, but the year is going to be 2050, and he's going to still be sitting there saying, I have a little bit left in the tank.
Good for him.
I mean, seriously,
No, kick rocks, dude.
And extorting money from the franchise that absolutely is going to put you in the Ring of Honor, that's going to keep it, is a disgrace.
Oh, they're fine.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's part of the reason they're in trouble where they are.
It was like $1.5 million last year. Big whoop. Jeffrey Lurie farts out $1.5 million.
The fact that he would do it, the fact that a player would do that to his organization is crappy. That is really crappy.
I make it a small asterisk on his career here. Like, yeah, those last couple of years were bad, but he gave you 8 unbelievably good years. So that's how I hear what you're saying, John. It's recent memory. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth, too, but the overriding taste is the 8 great years.
Well, I don't think he cared about us.
Well, then that gets deeper,
I
right?
don't think he cared about us a lick.
He might be a coach
that he would do that.
Not
and
at
making
all.
that kind of money? I don't think so.
I mean, Jeffrey will give him a job if he wants it.
Okay, think of it this way. Who are the players that made his kind of money that are become coaches?
It's a good point.
They're not going to. The grind of an NFL coach is huge.
Yeah.
The amount of money. Usually it's guys who've fallen in financial ruin that tend to want to go in and try to be a coach at that point.
Yeah, like Mark Burnell.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. There are a lot of guys. A lot of guys fall into financial ruin.
Yeah.
And then they want to be coaches.
Yeah.
That's the way things go.
Do you know any, John?
I think I may. Sixers and the Knicks tonight. 8 o'clock. Can someone explain this to me?
I don't get it.
Why is there an 8 o'clock
Why
game?
do these leagues hate the kids?
No, I do.
Why do they hate children, Bob?
What is it?
Why does
8
Adam
o'clock?
Silver hate my kids?
Well, you only have one, so it's a kid.
True.
Well, so the Nets played last night. There's a 24-hour rule in the NCAA or in the NBA that you can't play a game less than 24 hours. Now that game was a national game last night.
It was 7:30 last night.
Yeah, 7:30. I don't know why they're not starting at 7:30, but they couldn't start any time before 7:30 tonight.
Is it a
they're just
TNT
starting
game
it
tonight or something?
Yes, it is a national game.
So it
tonight.
is.
Yes.
It is a TNT game.
Yes, and the game is here in Philadelphia.
By the way, it is good to remind people of that. Sixers and the Knicks play some great defense. Did you catch some of that last night?
Remember what I said to you pre-show? Do you remember the little thing I said to you pre-show?
Knicks are dangerous.
I said to John, just real quick, pre-show, I said something scared me on TV last night.
Oh, good. Well, we're going to get to it. Good.
Yeah.
Because it's good, because it was scary. All right, in Cooney's Corner, fans are back, but think back in your memory banks.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
I'll tell you, the excitement that I got watching fans going into the arena was really cool the other night. Sunday night with the Flyers, and fans are going in, and you know, we know how rabid Flyers fans are. And then watching Sixers fans get in there and hearing Zoom off and hearing the guys saying how great it was to have people back. Doc Rivers saying it felt like a full house almost. For some reason, it really hit me. Like, not to tears or anything like that, but I was surprised that my reaction was, oh, this is really cool. So it made me think, what were some comebacks of a team, of a player, whatever, back to this city that really kind of like rocked your world a little bit? Because I have one, and I was not a part of it, but I was there for it, that really sticks out to me. But I was wondering among you guys, a team, a player, a coach, anybody that came back here, what was something that really kind of hit your feels a little bit?
Reggie White returning as a Packer.
I don't even remember that.
Reggie White as a Packer. I know the Eagles played a throwback. They wore throwback jerseys that day.
Oh, really?
The Packers and the Eagles wore throwback jerseys. And then there was the annoying one when Chase Utley came back. And I wasn't here for it. When the Phillies fans cheered against their own team. Over and over and over again, which was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And will continue to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
The one that floored me was, and I think it floored Brian Dawkins as well, seeing Eagles fans wearing orange number 20 jerseys in the stands.
Yeah.
Like Brian Dawkins, when he talks about that, gets choked up because he's like, this
is
Philadelphia.
I vomit.
And to see my jersey in a Broncos color, Like, that doesn't happen.
No.
Good, because
no.
usually fan bases have more common sense.
Yeah, mine.
So it doesn't happen.
Wow.
Mine's.
John woke up and chose violence.
Right?
Mine's the return of AI.
Yeah, that was the other one that came to my
Was
mind.
it Denver?
No,
when he came back to the Sixers.
Oh,
No,
when he came back to the Sixers. I'm talking. Oh, I thought you were talking about because did he play road games here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
he came out and kissed the floor.
He kissed-
yes,
and I think he did the
yes,
cup
yes,
thing
yes,
a couple
yes,
times.
yes.
Yeah, but when he came back to play for the Sixers, he was a shell of himself, but it was just that team was horrible, and it was really the only reason to go to a game was he was coming back, and that was awesome.
Jamie, you're talking about violence. You talk about violations. This station is very, very big, as Mikey Miss has, brought it in, and Anthony, the violations. It's a complete violation. First of all, if you're an Eagles fan, you don't buy another team's jersey. Period. You don't do it. That is a violation. I would not put on another team's gear.
It's Brian Dawkins.
I don't give a damn. I've got Brian Dawkins Eagles gear you could wear. If you're such a big...
It was a middle finger to the Eagles, is what it was.
Which was the right decision at the time.
He had 2 pretty decent years in Denver.
Pretty decent, yeah.
One, I would say, really good. One, decent.
Top dollar years, which would have been...
I don't remember the actual money amount that he got in Denver. Does anybody?
It wasn't huge.
I was going to say,
that
wasn't it
was
only like
also
10
part
million?
of the middle finger thing. It was like 3 years.
Love Brian Dawkins more than anything.
Oh,
There's nothing that could get me to put on Denver Broncos gear. They would give us for my years in Albuquerque. They would give us here's something for the Braves, here's something for the Falcons, here's something for the... Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, so he signed
not putting it on.
a 5-year, $27 million deal with Denver. He got a $5.7
million?
signing bonus. Average salary was 5.5 a year.
So he made 12.
So he got paid for 2 years. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Compared to what they had, by the way, that's the wrong deal. They replaced him with Macho Harris.
I got you. No, I got you. But there's decisions that got to be made. You know what the good organizations do?
They keep good players.
They cut you out before you.
Macho Harris, John.
I understand. I'm not talking about the player who replaces you.
He's had a hell of a CFL
you got to get
career.
rid of that.
He's been a great Red Raider.
Staples has everything you need to be organized and productive, like home office furniture, the latest tech, and organizational supplies, all at amazing prices. Get a fresh start with big savings from Staples today.
So Egan took mine.
He took yours.
Yeah, Allen Iverson coming back to play for the Sixers. I've never been in an arena in my life that was as loud as that. And yes, Egan's right. He was a shell of himself. And he came back and he did something, it only lasted 23 games, I believe, and we were in Chicago and he didn't show up and things got bad.
What was that? Yeah, exactly.
And then there was
Iverson.
There were some concerns that there was a sick daughter or whatever. But when he came back for that game, I remember we were in Oklahoma City when we got word that they were signing him, and they had the press conference up here, and we came back, and he was back a few weeks later. Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. I have never, ever seen anything like that, and the emotion that he had. And then a couple of weeks later, the Lakers came into town, and he and Kobe were going at it. And it was pretty cool. Iverson was like his old self and had a really good first half. And then Kobe went to Phil Jackson in the middle third quarter and said, or it wasn't Phil Jackson then, I forget. And he said, I'm covering him. And he went over and covered Iverson, and it was like, oh my God.
Well, showtime.
It was done. And that's when Iverson just it was done after that. But that was amazing.
I love the nostalgia thing is great. But I'll honor Allen Iverson as a Sixer.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have any NBA gear because I think walking around wearing basketball jerseys is sort of
I'm too fat to do
an
that.
odd look.
Yeah.
It's sort of an odd look.
If I was Connor and I was down the beach, I'd rock an NBA jersey, yeah.
You wearing a T-shirt under it?
No. You got to show off the guns.
Really?
They're too heavy.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look.
A lot of people do it.
It's a bad look.
It's a big daytime party vibe.
Do you remember what was his name? Not Lil Wayne.
Little Sebastian?
No, not Lil Wayne. One of the Lil Bow Wow.
Now he's Bow Wow.
Now he's Bow Wow. Yeah, because he grew up. Well, he didn't grow up.
He's Master P's son, right?
1 year.
No. You're thinking of Lil Romeo.
That's Lil Romeo.
He played basketball at
USC. One New Year's Eve, we're at dinner. Very good place. And a bunch of couples sit down and everything, and they have a table set up next to us.
Ruby Tuesdays?
And no, nice place. And he goes, the maitre d' goes, oh, got a celebrity coming into you next to you. I said, really? He goes, yeah, Lil Bow Wow is bringing in his party to come in for New Year's Eve dinner. So Bobby runs a very tight ship. Place is top notch, hard to get into, whatever. So I'm like, oh, really? Cool. Lil Bow Wow's coming in. Lil Bow Wow and his whole crew come in wearing basketball jerseys and baseball caps backward. And they walk into the place, and Bobby doesn't see them. And I go, this isn't going to go well. I said to my wife, and she goes, what? And I said, yeah. I said, see the crew coming in? I said, this isn't going to go well because there's a dress code. And it's not a dress code. It's smart business. It's like smart business. You don't have to be uptight, but they go in, and Bobby just goes, you guys are going to have to go elsewhere. You guys have to go elsewhere. They were all wearing out to New Year's Eve dinner at a nice steakhouse.
Yeah, that's not good.
And they're all wearing NBA jerseys and baseball caps. I'm like, come on now. At some point.
Little Bow Wow net worth. Take a guess.
Oh,
$7.1 million.
Yeah, I don't think it's that high.
$7.1 million.
Yeah, I'll go a little lower.
No, I think it's more. I think it's probably pushing 15. He's an actor, so.
Calvin.
According to Google.
Calvin Cambridge.
Well, that's not right.
Well, it's celebritynetworth.com or whatever.
Guess
it is.
what?
1.5 million.
Wow.
Guess what? Pull the thing that tells you what people's net worth is if they say on mine. My daughter laughs at it. Hey, Natural Lawn of America, by the way, safer for your lawn, your kids, and your pets. You can schedule their full-service program and get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. It's Natural Lawn of America with greener grass and fewer weeds guaranteed. You see anything about net worth? My daughter pulls it up all the time, like what people make or what people are worth. Let's just say it's wrong. I will just tell you it's wrong. Hey, coming up in the linchpin, let's just say being upset with the W doesn't make much sense. We'll get to that next. It's the John Kincade Show, and you're here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's tourney time, tournament time. That's right. And there's always that one team that ruins your bracket. That's why this year I'm betting the tournament on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, America's #1 sportsbook. Because on FanDuel, your first bet is risk-free. It doesn't matter if you're betting on, Villanova, Michigan, Drexel. New users get up to $1,000 inside credit if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel has odds on all the action and easy-to-use app, multiple deposits and fast withdrawals, and always on promotions. I told you yesterday, I filled out my bracket. Ohio State I have going pretty far, but Michigan just seems to be jumping out at me. I have them winning my national championship this year. FanDuel wants to make you a millionaire. That's right, you. They're giving away $1 million to one lucky bettor. New and existing users get an additional shot at the payout every day you bet the tournament. So if you want a shot at becoming a millionaire or even a thousandaire, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Just use promo code Bob so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. No purchase necessary. Restrictions apply for $1 million drawing. Risk-free offer for first online. Real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Here is Simmons with a steal, and Ben gets it back and hammers it in.
Sixers, Knicks, tonight at 8 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, official partner of the 76ers.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. And then I'd also mention you get reliable in-home Wi-Fi coverage and protection from network threats. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?
Get started with Xfinity Internet for $39.99 a month for 12 months with no term contract required, and get advanced security free with the X-Fi Gateway. Just activate through the Xfinity app. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay, and 6/20/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Hey, it's John Kincade for my friends at T-Mobile, and my T-Mobile device is very important to me. And I'm glad that I have T-Mobile because I've got the best network behind me. Every single morning, I'll send my wife and my daughter a wake-up video so they get it and they know that while we're apart, we're still connected. That's why I need T-Mobile. And you know, if you're 55 and up, they've got an amazing deal for you. How about the Magenta 55 Plus plan? It includes Netflix. But what is it? It's 2 lines, unlimited data, $70 a month. $70 a month flat. No fees above it. $70. You get Netflix. You get 2 lines with unlimited data. It's an absolutely great deal. So if you're 55 and up, I want you to visit T-Mobile.com/55. Or you can call 1-800-T-Mobile today. I promise you this. Having my T-Mobile phone and knowing I've got that connectivity, knowing I got that at my fingertips and with the best network makes me feel very, very safe and content. It will for your budget, too. At $70 a month, check it out. With auto pay, sales tax and regulatory fees are included in the rate plan price, keeping it steady. Unlimited on T-Mobile's network. Customers using over 100 gigs a month may notice reduced speeds during congestion due to data prioritization. Video typically 480p. Receive Netflix standard with 2 lines.
It's over. We're going to war. I've never been afraid to swing.
All roads lead to the FX original series, Mayans.
This isn't going to end well for your brother.
I hate your brother. Tonight at 10. Don't miss the special 2-episode premiere.
You think that you can survive without our pipeline? Let me see you try it.
Mayans. Premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Next day FX on Hulu.
These days, it's okay to do some things halfway, like wearing your pajama bottoms on a work call. But managing your prescriptions shouldn't be one of them. That's why CVS has a proprietary search tool to find ways that may help lower your prescription costs, and will deliver them for free. No wonder CVS customers are better than most at staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. Come in or call today and get a free prescription savings review at CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Delivery restrictions apply. Visit CVS.com for details.
Businesses that run like clockwork establish routines they trust. That's why over 1 million companies rely on Cintas. We'll help you protect employees and customers with essential safety supplies. Inspect your fire protection systems and devices. Hygienically launder your uniforms. And keep you well-stocked with the leading hand sanitizers and disinfecting wipes. Learn how Cintas can help you open your doors with confidence.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
I'm craving adventure.
Thought we decided not to take a vacation this year.
I was thinking about a trip to Total Wine. Let's fling into spring. They have thousands of wines, spirits, and beers to explore. We can mix up cocktails with tequilas and fruit-flavored vodkas, Chardonnays, rosés, Pinots, Proseccos. So many choices.
Oh, yeah. A trip to Total Wine is totally worth it.
Wondrous selection, helpful guides, always low prices. Total Wine and more. Drink responsibly, B21.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? If you're looking for your engine to run a little smoother, some fuel system cleaner could help. Right now, we have buy one, get one free on Chevron Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner. Plus, AutoZone Rewards members get a $1 bonus reward. Not a member? Don't worry. Joining is easy, and you can even earn an extra $5 bonus reward when you join with a valid email. Getting your job done just got easier. Restrictions apply. See terms at AutoZone.com/rewards.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
How do you top the perfect cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew? With new sweet cold foam from Dunkin', of course. A velvety sipping experience that elevates your cold brew with a pillowy, silky, smooth new layer you'll want to sink into. Doesn't that sound delicious? Try a medium chocolate stout flavored cold brew with sweet cold foam, cold brew with sweet cold foam, or cold brew for $3. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Hello? We just made your listening experience easier. 97.5 The Fanatic is now on radio.com. Radio.com. Check it out now.
March's biggest tournament is finally here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting the customers in the center of the action. Get this. Bet $4 on an underdog. Easy enough, right? Win $256 if they win. It's that simple. Pick one of many select college basketball underdogs for your shot at winning $256, and all it takes is a simple $4 bet. Don't worry if college basketball isn't for you. DraftKings Sportsbook offers great odds on promotions on golf, hockey, the NBA, and so much more. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Sorry, this is your life right now. Listening to me on the radio.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Thanks for hanging out with the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Did you see the sad story yesterday? Keyshawn Johnson's daughter dying.
Awful.
His oldest daughter, 25, passes away. I cannot imagine the pain of a parent.
I can't.
Just, have you guys had Keyshawn on before?
Once back in the day. He seemed like a really good dude. I was like, thanks a lot for coming on, man. He was like, ain't no thing. It's just a radio hit. And I was like,
Keyshawn,
okay.
Think of Keyshawn as he's got a little of Anthony Gargano in him.
Does he?
He's got a little Anthony Gargano in him.
Don't we all?
That free spirit. No, I don't.
No, I'm teasing.
I need more of it in my life. I need more Anthony in my life. He that free spirit, like, dude, whatever happens, it'll happen. That's Keyshawn. And sorry to hear that news yesterday.
That's
for
awful.
Keyshawn Johnson, a really top-notch guy. He's really fun to deal with and a good person. Obviously, he does his show on the network now, so he won't be stopping by at any time soon. The stories yesterday, I'm hearing a couple people here going, is the waxing poetic. Is the whole idea is, John, I saved this one email from yesterday, and Alan sent it along, and he goes, John, I don't understand. Why would you want to come home and see the Eagles be bad? It doesn't make sense to me. It's not logical. Why wouldn't you want to see them be the best that they can be? And if they can win a 6-game division or a 7-win division, why wouldn't you want to see that happen? That seems logical to me because I know you're a big Eagles fan. So can you please explain it a little bit? I want to be good. I want to win a championship. I want the Eagles to be like the Andy Reid Eagles, that for like a large period of time, they were always going to be in the top 6 or 7 teams in the NFL, and you thought they had a chance to win a Super Bowl. That's what I'm looking to get back to. And they're not close. I mean, they're not even in that discussion. I don't care if they win the division. They're not. If they had won the division this year, they were not winning anything.
No, you're not really going anywhere. Look, sometimes you have to look at sports a little bit more long-term. And God, we don't have a better example of it than the 76ers with the process, right? So, yeah, do you want the Eagles to compete every year? And did we get used to it over the last 20-plus years? Absolutely. This is the first time in I don't know how long. You're going to just have to take a step back for a season, take a look, evaluate, see what you have, see what you need. That's what this season is, like it or not. And look, nobody likes it. We'd all love to say they're going to be 13-3 this year, but sometimes you need to reset. And this is a reset year. None of us likes it, but it's something that you have to do.
What was your thought last night watching the Flyers?
Oh, that was fun. Wow. I mean, it was a good win. But
no, it wasn't. No,
I mean, any win's a good win, I guess.
But
that defense
they're bad wins.
That is atrocious.
They're bad wins.
They faced a men's league goalie.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was John Kincaid's one of the cousins.
Why are you taking a shot at a Kincade? Why are you taking a shot?
The family should stick to the media because he was brutal last night.
I felt bad for Carter Hart last night. He got hung out to dry on all 3 goals.
I got to tell you this. I thought Twitter sometimes exposes fan bases. I always thought the Flyers fan base was really, really good. The Flyers fan base on Twitter, I have seen there's a lot of really bad opinions out there.
Well, they might be coming from the Zamboners of the world.
Well, maybe. But there's a lot of bad opinions out there.
I don't doubt it.
I am the first person to tell you that Carter Hart's had a crappy year. If you are blaming Carter Hart for last night,
no,
you don't understand the game. You just don't understand it. It goes above your head, and I'm not going to be able to explain it to you.
Does Ghost know how to play defense? Like, real question.
He's the Jalen Mills of the Flyers.
I think he's
way worse than that.
Toast.
No, he's not.
He's worse than Jalen Mills.
No, he's not.
I mean, like
Jalen Mills has a discernible skill set in the NFL. Ghost, what does he do?
Offensively,
offensively, he's a pretty decent offensive defenseman.
He's a better Ghost is a better flyer than Jalen Mills was an Eagle.
I've been banging the drum for them to put him on.
That's a good SAT question.
At a fourth line right wing.
Right now.
Yeah, just put him on the wing and then use him as a defenseman on a power play because he is the Julien Gautier's one skill is his speed. When you're a defenseman, how do you not know who you're matched up against?
That's what bothers
me. He
me.
completely got turned around.
This team has no idea who's who, it seems like, when they're going in. How many times? Ovechkin had 8 shots in the first period the other night. Like,
oh, my gosh.
How are you not locating
And by the way,
Ovechkin?
lots of real estate.
Unbelievable. Wide open.
Well, Ovechkin's a small guy.
They don't recognize snipers on other teams. You're letting offensive players get behind you. What Egan pointed out earlier today was the guy on the Rangers who scored, all he is fast. And Ghost is the equivalent of flat-footed when he goes right past him.
Last night was not the night to bring up Carter Hart. Boy, he needs to make a save. This is bad. Carter Hart last night was, sure, one of them, I think one of them could have been saved.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, if he stands on his head, makes a great save.
Right.
But to blame him last night just means you don't understand the game.
At one point, there was the 3-on-0.
Oh, my gosh.
Where they're playing tic-tac-toe like a goalie drill, and he ended up saving it.
And you're talking about 3 Rangers are behind any Flyer between their goalie. That never, I am telling you, it never should happen. And the Flyers continually, this is not the Edmonton Oilers of the Gretzky era. The Flyers continually want to work their offense from down below, behind the net.
Yes.
I have no freaking clue why. Honestly, I have no clue why.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to, hey, let's get everything to a spot on the ice where you absolutely cannot score. You can't score from behind the net. And they want to spend, in the offensive zone, want to spend 40% of their time working the puck below the offensive zone.
Yeah, this isn't lacrosse. It doesn't work that way.
And they want to throw it and then they're throwing it back to the point, and then the point men don't want to shoot.
Yeah, and can't handle the puck. How many giveaways you see there?
Oh, my God. I'm going to tell you right now, and do not fall for any false narratives. If anyone tells you that's a good win last night, bull crap. That is not a good win. That is not, you won. It's not a good win. That game was
That's not true.
So bad. That game was so bad.
I don't recall a worse Flyers defense in recent memory, to be honest with you.
Nor do I. Not even a little bit. You know what may be the best thing to come out of last night's game, and I don't say this lightly. And look, a bad win is when AV thinks something good happened last night. And I can't imagine he did. But the best thing to come out of that last night, and I'm not one of these, they got to fight again. But when Drew got upended, and Nolan Patrick, of all people, with head injuries and everything, goes after a Ranger, and then Voracek comes and protects him. I'm not kidding you. Like,
that's good to see.
That's good to see, because you don't see that an awful lot anymore.
You never see that with this team.
Doesn't appear to be.
All right, and I set this up this way that we talked about that. That's not a good win. And I don't care what anybody tries to spin to you. That was dog poop with a big scoop of ice cream on it. But in the linchpin, somebody else was upset with the W.
Is the linchpin.
Jeffrey Lurie has me a little shook. And he's been a very good owner for 26 years now. The Eagles, they're up there in wins over that time period, yada, yada, yada. We know the resume. The Jeff McLean story that came out Friday had a lot of troubling things in it. None more troubling to me than the fact that Jeffrey Lurie has input into not only game plans, but game plans after a win because it wasn't the style of football he wanted to see. Now, the quote comes in 2019 when the Eagles upset the Packers on the road 34-27. Lurie's elation was muted because the offense had favored the running game. That's what you do, because the Packers' run defense sucked. And every week, it's a snowflake. Everything is unique. There should be no one set way you go into. You expose the other team's weakness, and you exploit it. And if the Packers suck against the run game, then you run it down their damn throats, and you walk out of Lambeau happy with a win. shut the hell up about game plan influence. Your team won the game. This is highly concerning to me. Highly concerning.
Well, it highly concerns me that I totally misjudged Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson needed to sprout a pair. Doug Peterson obviously didn't have a backbone. Because if this crap was going on, and then, by the way, that was a huge win. That was after you've already won a Super Bowl.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
You're already
Thursday night, right?
You're a Super Bowl winning coach.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the game Lane looked over at the sideline and was like, keep running it. We're killing them.
You're a Super Bowl winning coach, and you're letting this stuff go on. At that point, I now know everything I need to know about Doug Peterson. He didn't have the guts to stand up and to stand up for himself. And maybe that's what made him walk away finally. He broke.
It seems like it. And also this story alluded to Doug Peterson just kind of being aloof and not really having control of things. Well, you wonder if he got broken down. I wasn't a huge fan of Doug Peterson as a coach, but now you're starting to see some of the inside stuff with maybe.
Yikes.
You're right. He should have grown a pair. But it's also every time it seemed like or if he did try to start to grow a pair, if there wasn't somebody there to snip him off. Because are you serious?
What's he going to do? Fire the Super Bowl winning coach?
I mean,
I take my chances and go, you want to fire me?
Yeah.
You went into Green Bay and got a win.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Your quarterback threw for 3 touchdowns, only threw for 160 yards. They ran the ball 37 times, threw it 27. It was a recipe for a win, which is the total object of every sport, and your owner's complaining about it?
I'm shook by that.
I'm surprised Peterson didn't quit after that season. I
would have wanted to walk out if I was Doug Peterson.
Me too.
Like, are you bleeping kidding me?
But you know what, though? He didn't have the guts to do it. And to me, it tells me, I put this on Peterson. That he lets this happen. He let this happen. I would honestly, I'd burn the building down.
I hear your point,
but
the fact that he's, like, it's still the owner at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he's flexing that much on a coach.
Because the coach allows it. Do you think Bill Parcells would allow that?
He has a little more.
That's
He'd
why
already won a Super Bowl.
But this is why Jeffrey hires first-time guys who are happy to have the opportunity.
Yeah, but once you've won a Super Bowl, hands done. You got a resume item. You got a line.
I agree.
By the way, he got a line that if that ever becomes public, he could have leaked that. He could have done whatever he wanted to do to get that out there in the public, and the public would have backed Peterson 100%.
So what's Nick Sirianni going to do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
And that scares me.
Well, this is also a trickle-down effect from the Chip Kelly era because he allowed Chip to have all that power, and it backfired in a huge way. So I feel like Jeffrey Lurie now is like, okay, well, I need to be more hands-on. But, we kind of saw this in the Last Dance documentary. Your ego and not knowing your limitations is ultimately going to be your downfall. And Jeffrey Lurie not knowing his limitation, that he is not a football guy, he is a movie guy, is going to be this team's downfall. Well, he's
26 years in the NFL now.
But look at his movies.
But he's not. But Jamie,
look
come
at
on,
his movies, though.
He's not. Well,
but if I'm Jeffrey Lurie, I'm going, I've been in the league 26 years. Look at me.
Adorable.
I picked Andy Reid. I'm a Super Bowl winner.
That's all well.
He
and
runs
good.
a good franchise.
He runs a good franchise, but if you run a good McDonald's, but you don't, that doesn't necessarily mean you know how to cook a burger. And that's the problem.
He's the Jalen Mills of movies.
No, he won an Oscar.
He's worse than that.
He's the Jalen Mills of movies.
No, come on, he won an Oscar.
He has a moment, and he has a whole lot of crap.
Okay, you know what? It's not a bad comparison because I was shocked when he did accept the Oscar. He was donning green hair and he was wagging his finger. But.
Exactly. I got to tell you right now is that to me, this is a more disappointing story. Not about Jeffrey Lurie, because this is exactly who I expected Jeffrey Lurie to be.
I didn't.
The country club. I know it all. The condescending, look, I know things now. I've heard things. I've overheard smart people say things, and now I know them. I see 1 million people on Twitter that do this every day, so I do know that these people exist. So I expect that. But for Bob, I'm more disappointed with the football people surrounding him, and it tells me all I need to know about Howie Roseman too. It's thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, there's no question.
Spank me.
Yeah, with the story, that's the way their two relationship is. I lean towards Jamie on the Doug Peterson part where, well, what are you going to do? Like, I would be the coach okay, you want to question me? I just won up in Green Bay. You can sit there and question me. I'm not going to say anything to you. He is still my owner. And I still do want to be a head coach.
Hey,
in the
Jeffrey,
NFL.
you coach next week, all right? Let's see how you do, buddy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go that.
No, but like tongue in cheek. Like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Yeah, well, it was a good win.
I'd burn the building down.
It was a good win, Mr. Laurie.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the win?
Sorry you disagree with my ways of getting it.
That was the most troubling part of that story to me.
And what also is troubling is, what if our complaint has been that the Eagles just don't run the football enough?
I know.
And now you're wondering, like, oh my God, how much influence has this guy had?
Yes.
Even going back to Andy.
Yes.
All I know is that the Super Bowl season was won because of the running game.
Yes.
Not because of the passing
LeGarrette
game.
Blount was huge.
He absolutely was. So was
Jay Ajayi. Corey Clement.
The Jay Ajayi acquisition was huge.
Yes.
Corey Clement comes up big. I mean, hey, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. And we say happy birthday this morning to Joel Embiid. Who turns 27 today.
All right.
Who turns 27.
Hopefully he gets
I'm trying to get down there.
like a nice little knee massage, maybe some fluids, elevation.
First of all, I ain't no
Stay
bitch.
off your knee,
No, you're
Joe.
not. We love you.
Just stay off your knee, Joe.
Yeah,
Get some cardio in somehow.
Get on a bike, maybe.
Get a little relaxation in and
Get in the pool.
And get back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get back as soon as
Maybe
possible.
get some German HGH cycling in there.
Have a
But,
Shirley Temple on me.
There was the one idea though on this this whole thing is that we talked about Jalen Mills yesterday, but then Brandon Graham comes back on his contract, and I will be in the minority here, complete minority, because I love the fact that Brandon Graham's an Eagle, love him. Way overpaid for Brandon Graham. It's too much for Brandon Graham. It's too much money.
Thank you, 97.5.
And I love Brandon Graham. And
What's it
this
come
is-
out to? Like 10,
Yeah.
between 10 and 13 per? Is that what it is?
I think it's too much.
I
think it's if he was on the street,
he would get that.
I don't think he would.
I think he would. I mean, you just saw Bud Dupree. And look, Bud Dupree's a really good player. He got 16 and a half.
What's Bud Dupree though?
He's kind of
what?
He's younger and he's a hybrid
No,
linebacker.
he's much younger.
Yeah, he's 20, probably 6.
Correct. You do not. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, in terms of the market, he just got 16 and a half, so that's kind of where
I
your
don't think Brandon
Ed
Graham's
Rushers
getting
are
that.
getting. So if you drop $6.5 million, that kind of seems about right.
It's too much money to me.
Look, I'm not into sentimentality, and
I think that was what this is.
A few million of those dollars are sentimental. I think it doesn't kill me. I was like,
He doesn't get that.
Okay,
If he's on the street, I do not believe he gets that money.
But his
Probably
cap
not.
before that was 17.9.
They did save money, yeah.
So,
I got it. They
so they're
maneuver.
lowering the cap by giving him more bonus money. I mean, he was going to be here regardless. So if you can lower his cap hit,
and
let's
again,
party.
it's one of those things where I love somebody being there, but I don't want to. I don't want to pay it.
I hear you.
I don't want to pay. I don't pay that money on, and that's sentimentality. I don't want to pay that money on
There's
sentimentality.
a tinge of it. Business move. Okay. I'm just like, okay with it. I wasn't bothered. I wasn't elated.
Right,
I was,
exactly.
Okay.
I mean, he's such a good dude.
Oh,
and
God,
such a good ambassador for the brand.
Sure.
For the team, for the leadership and everything, that it's like, okay.
He's a leader,
I sort of get it, but
it's almost a karma move.
it's an over.
And
it's
Bud Dupree's 28, by the way. That kind of shocks me.
still, though, I'd pay for 27, 28. I'll pay that. I'm not paying that at 32.
He's still really productive. I know he started hot last year and then kind of fizzled off in terms of sacks, but he does a lot for that line in the run game. Part of the reason why they're really good against the run throughout these years is because Brandon Graham can set a damn edge.
I would say the cliff is exactly at the age he's at right now. In the NFL, would tell you.
I
But
would
the
expect
cliff-
one more good year and then probably.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly hope so because I think he's a incredible, again, ambassador for the brand, which is good. Now, sentimentality. I understand there were protracted negotiations around here, Egan. Really contentious, long-spirited negotiations. But Beers with Bob is returning. I understand. It really got. We weren't mentioning it on the show.
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
We weren't mentioning it on the show because it was getting a little awkward around here that Bob was like, well, when the deal gets done, we'll talk about doing Beers with Bob. And Beers with Bob's back.
It is. We're very excited. We're going to be on Wednesdays.
The time of his life.
Me and Andrew Salchunas, Wednesday nights, thanks to FanDuel Sportsbook. Look, it was a great deal. It was originally, going to be football season thing, and we all liked it so much that we decided to extend it. So we're going to pick it up on Wednesdays. Andrew and I, and as soon as this pandemic starts to, lighten up even
You'll
more.
be out and about.
We're going to be out and about, and we're going to be doing it on the road. So.
See, I
The
can't
key
wait.
negotiating was I wanted beers with Bob, and they were a little beer with Bob. No, Bob doesn't do beer. Bob does beers.
So they were only going to, you're telling me Carly from our fine sales crew.
Yes.
She was only going to get you one comped beer a show?
No, I'm just teasing.
Come on, Carly.
Yeah.
Bob needs
we're
multiple
excited.
beers.
Yeah, we're excited. We're happy to be back, and thanks to Vandal Sportsbook.
A kegerator in the studio. I don't think anybody would
That's
have
absolutely
a problem
that's
with.
absolutely awesome. And two, what's really good with this is you've got beers with Bob, and then so that's with Andrew Salchunas, and then Sunday mornings now you've got bongs with Jamie. So on Sunday
Andrew's
morning,
kind of started the Wake and Bake Sunday
you
mornings
got
with
the
us.
wake and bake on Sunday
It's
morning.
amazing how many people called in like,
It's-
yeah, we're up.
I'm getting I'm getting exposed to the culture living on my block, and now we've got our own show that caters to it on Sunday morning.
Spliff Street.
By the way, you guys are a very good Sunday morning listen.
Yeah, it's a fun time. I enjoy my 3 hours
It is.
with Andrew.
It's a perfect Sunday morning listen if you haven't done it yet with Jamie and Andrew being on Sunday mornings now.
I'm not kidding. I tell you that my Sunday ritual is making breakfast for the family. It's what I do. I get up, whatever they want. I'm like a chef.
But
ask,
you're not waking and baking.
But in the kitchen of the rental house, they have a radio that's right underneath the. No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
And I put you guys on. I'm not kidding you. And I text these guys, and I even called in, I think, last week. They're so much fun. It is such a great Sunday morning
It's fun.
listen.
It's a great Sunday morning listen.
It is so much fun.
Because it's just the right level of stupidity and Andrew, which is good.
Yeah, you couldn't have said
I
it
see
better,
what you
better
did
than
there.
that. Yeah.
Nice little-
Wait, I don't get it.
Nice little balance. I like it because I think that it's funny as people would say, I did Sunday mornings for 15 years on the network. And I had a couple program directors go to me, you do things really odd. I said, it's Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I said, we're not doing outside the lines on Sunday morning.
And we're
I
not
said-
giving you hot takes
I
on
said,
Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning.
It's an easy.
Let's play stupid games and do stupid stuff and have fun and laugh and talk about sports, but don't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's fun, so it's good. So check out the lineup and make sure you always know what we've got going on in the Fanatic here. And tomorrow morning, I think with St. Patrick's Day,
I forgot that's tomorrow.
I mean, next year I've already told. I've told. Look, I'm not Doug Peterson. I've already told management next year we're in a bar
Hell
on
yeah.
St. Patrick's Day in the morning with the people.
Yes.
Now tomorrow we can't do that, but that doesn't mean we can't have a beer with Bob. Maybe tomorrow it's St. Patrick's Day on. Maybe we could do that.
You're not
on the
looking
show.
for approval from me, are you? I mean,
Seriously.
that's
we could
just
do that.
silly.
So, all right, coming up. We talked about it yesterday. Things got a little negative at times yesterday. So we want to be things that we would be proud to be proven wrong about in 2021. We'll lead off the 7 o'clock hour. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. My friends at Window Nation want your home value to go up. They want your comfort level within your home to go up. But what they want to do is make sure that they respect your budget. So they've come up with an amazing plan for you. Listen to me here. How about this? How about getting 2 free windows for every 2 you buy? So if you've got 20 windows to fill in your house, you're only paying for 10. Plus, you're making no down payment, no payments, no interest for 2 full years. So windows that will make your home beautiful and more comfortable, you're not paying for until 2023. Great deal, right? You can beat the spring rush and make sure before the temperatures get real hot around here that you are protecting the inside of your home. With over 1 million windows installed and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, I am completely confident in pointing you in the direction of Window Nation. And with this great deal right now, you've got to make the call. 2 free windows for every 2 you buy. No down payment, no payments, no interest till 2023. Call them today at 866-90-NATION or do your window shopping online at windownation.com.
The John Kincade Show.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm in for a bad hair day.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. There's always that one team that ruins your bracket. We all know about it. And that's why this year I'm betting the tournament on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, America's #1 sportsbook. Because on FanDuel, your first bet, it's risk-free. It doesn't matter if you're betting on Michigan or Gonzaga. New users get up to $1,000 in site credit back if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel has odds on all the action, an easy-to-use app, multiple deposits and fast withdrawals, and always on promotions. I think this is going to be a crazy tournament. There's been so many teams that have dealt with COVID, but you know what? The squad squad that's been sticking around up top all season long? Gonzaga. They just know how to play ball. FanDuel wants to make you a millionaire. Yes, you. They're giving away $1 million to one lucky bettor. New and existing users get an additional shot at the payout every day you bet the 20. So if you want a shot at becoming a millionaire or even a thousandaire, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Just use promo code Fanatic so they know that I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Fanatic. Must be 21 plus and present in NJ or PA. No purchase necessary. Restrictions apply for $1 million drawing risk-free offer for first online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
If I'm not commuting anymore, where do I really want to live?
While you handle life's questions, Merrill Guided Investing helps you manage your portfolio and invest for your next move with the option to work with an advisor at a low cost and minimum. Merrill, a Bank of America company. Visit merrilledge.com/investing goals to get started today.
Investing involves risk. Merrill Lynch, Pierce, Fenner & Smith Incorporated, both a registered broker-dealer and investment advisor, member SIPC. Investment products are not FDIC insured or not bank guaranteed and may lose value.
O'Reilly. This is Derek's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
After the third time jump-starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested it right there in the parking lot. It was bad, real bad. But they helped me find the right battery for my car and even installed it for free. Now my car starts like new.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
We're all ready for spring. Now's the time to get ready for spring projects with help from the Home Depot. Install a brand new faucet, lay down fresh new flooring, roll on a bright new coat of paint. Need to figure square footage or paint coverage? Our project calculators will do the math. Do it all from our app and get delivery right to your door. Download our mobile app to get started. Bring on spring with innovative help from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Goodyear knows why we all love basketball. It's the sound of the buzzer, the roar of the crowd, the swish of the net. It's the spin on the ball as it's released, the squeaking sneakers before an inbound pass, the timeout that gives us perspective on the moment. We love basketball because we love movement. And so we're asking you, the fans, what moves you? Goodyear, more driven.
It's over. We're going to war. I've never been afraid to swing.
All roads lead to the FX original series, Mayans.
This isn't going to end well for your brother.
I hate your brother. Tonight at 10. Don't miss the special 2-episode premiere.
You think that you can survive without our pipeline? Let me see you try.
Mayans. Premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Next day FX on Hulu.
Allstate now has deeper savings, and deeper savings require deep thoughts and a deep voice, like mine. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise, and save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. As someone once said, saving today is money tomorrow. That's deep.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. Drive-bys is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This week at Macy's, save big on fresh spring arrivals. Like 20 to 50% off updates for him and her. And 20 to 30% off women's shoes and sandals. Plus, get ready for your holiday with all new cutlery from J.A. Henckels and more. Now 40% off. And Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. More at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
All right, your jump shot sucked. You couldn't play defense. But you know what you can do? You can play on the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. You can participate in the tournament. You were never good enough to be recruited, but you are being recruited right now to download the Parx Sportsbook app today so you can get in on all the tournament action before the games begin. If you think you know who's going to win, why don't you bet one of the future bets? Bet the favorite, Gonzaga, and win $250. Bet the other favorite, Baylor, win $275. Look, if you like fantasy sports, you're going to love the futures bets, but you love the in-game wagering too. Do it now. Download or go to theparkscasino.com. New customers, make a futures bet or live in-game bet or any sports bet at all. It'll be risk-free up to $500. It's the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Since you weren't good enough to be able to make foul shots and be able to guard anybody, join in the fun. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia.
A Beasley Media Group station.
97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
This is the radio show I always wanted to host here in Philly. Question is whether it's the one you've always wanted to listen to.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
7 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This feels like warm weather. This just feels like warm weather.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so
It's
cold.
the steel drums.
It's cold this morning.
It very.
Yeah, the
it
last
sucked.
few days, this really stinks.
Jamie and I walked out yesterday after, a while when we got done, and we walked out, we're talking, and it was like this wind hit us.
Oh, my gosh,
it
was knocking me
I was
over.
like, whoa, what's going on here?
There's going to be a cold rain tonight.
Cool.
Really cold
The
rain.
week doesn't look good, but the weekend looks, Jamie and I were just talking about this, spectacular.
Sounds good.
Like 60 and sunny. Bright
That's good.
sunshine, Jamie.
Hey,
All right.
the 7 o'clock hour is brought to you by my sportsbook app of choice, the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Download it at parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code FANATIC. I understand T-Dog is coming in with some coffee cake this morning. So I need all kindness out of every one of you.
Yeah, if she can wake up.
I think that's T-Dog's finest item right there.
Oh, it is a fine item.
The coffee cake
always
is
moist,
spectacular,
delicious.
yeah.
It's really, really good, and always good when you have a chance to redeem yourself. It's always good when you've got. Well, I mean, when you get the chance.
Wow, I mean, her last batch sucked.
Now, T-Dog, for those listening,
it was Jalen Mills.
Is Egan's mother.
No. She's had much stronger performances than that.
No, but I'm saying her last batch of baked goods was Jalen Mills-esque.
I don't want your mom, though, to turn into Jason Peters where she's going to extort from us. Like, I mean, I don't want her to, like...
She's got to get hers, you know?
I mean, we want to, like, look. She had a couple down... She had a couple down games. Those chocolate chip cookies, I understand the feds came in and they brought them to Guantanamo.
Yeah.
So they're figuring that
I didn't think they were that bad.
They're gonna see if they can get them that way.
She is Jason Peters-esque. Like she knows that you have no options.
So she may hold out, yes, because my wife's in Atlanta and she'll never cook for us.
Yeah, she's using the cheap sugar.
She will never cook for us. No, my wife.
Why, Christina doesn't like to cook, or
my wife is not a cook. No.
Oh, really?
That's why I'm so laughing about like the.
What do you guys go out to dinner all the time? Because you don't cook either.
No. But she cooks, but she doesn't like to cook.
Oh, okay.
She cooks, but
Does she cook well?
Yes. Well,
she's 750
Does she have a fastball?
away. It's okay.
She has, and she's not watching. Believe me, she doesn't.
Does she have a fastball, like a go-to?
Oh, she's got a few things. That she
Okay,
can do
there you
really,
go. That's
really
all you need.
She does a low fat, not a low fat, a healthy. It's called healthy chicken parm. That is fantastic. Like a healthy.
What's healthy about it? Not breaded.
It's how it's pankoed, or it's like something like the breading is more healthy. It's a lean, and just it's really well done. It's really well done.
I love chicken parm.
Oh my gosh, chicken parm is just fantastic. As we start the 7 o'clock hour, thanks to the Parx Casino Sportsbook app, use the promo code FANATIC, get that risk-free bet up to $500. Yesterday for me, and because I'm a total dork, after watching General Hospital, I went back and watched some of the show yesterday. And I was saying to myself, okay, I like the show, but I thought that at times we had negative topic. So I was like, I just didn't really dig that. So I asked each of the guys to come up with some things that we hope we could be proven wrong about in 2021. Because one of the parts of this job is we are supposed to have strong opinions. What many times happens is you get the strong opinions, and then it sounds like you're like, I had people saying to me, why are you going to root against the Eagles this year? I said, I'm not rooting. I'm rooting for the Eagles' future. but there are sports opinions on a player or a team that we believe could happen logically, and we want them to happen. So we've got some on each of the teams, and it's okay to be forthright and to share your opinions. But sometimes I think I'm too focused personally on being logical. Getting to be a dreamer as a fan is not my strong suit. This guy's not good. This guy is good. I would pay this for a player. I wouldn't pay that for a player. Too logical, too robotic. So I tend to be pretty correct on evaluations, but they don't have to be these self-fulfilling prophecies. So we now will present to you the things that we want to be proven wrong about in 2021 Philly sports. And I will lead off, and we can bounce around, and it's not, it's not just on one team or otherwise. We can bounce around if we wish. And with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and, of course, the coach, Eric Camille, it's the John Kincade Show. I'll start with this. I will set aside. I want to be proven wrong that Lane Johnson and Brandon Brooks are going to have amazing, healthy, bounce-back seasons.
That's a great one.
That is my number one, because I truly believe that is what could swing my Eagles narrative completely on its ear. So I want to be proven wrong on that. I want to be proven wrong, but that is not something that I'm believing I will be proven wrong on. And there's my first, and this is how I want to do it. I sort of want to throw it out there, react, the logical one. Bob?
All right, I want to be proven wrong that when Kevin Durant returns to the Nets, it will be seamless and make the team even more dangerous. I want to be wrong on that. I hope it's a bumpy ride and they can't figure it out. But I'm telling you, John, there was something that scared the hell out of me last night on television.
Well, I'm going to tell you about a dream I had, too, from my nap yesterday. I wrote down. I forgot about that.
Fever dream?
No, it was a fever dream, but you and I both had the same reaction yesterday.
Yeah, weird naps.
The nap screwed me up yesterday.
Yeah, it screwed me up.
Took the nap, and then it took me like an hour and a half to feel like I was awake.
Yeah, it took me a while.
It was really weird.
I would love to be proven wrong that the Sixers don't need additional help, because that means they're in the NBA Finals as is.
That's a great one. That's a really great one.
I fear I'm not gonna be, but I would love to be wrong about that.
That's a great one, though.
That was one of mine.
That's a great one, though.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a great one. Pat?
I would love to be proven wrong that Jalen Hurts is not the guy. Because if he is the guy,
that's a really good one.
Then great news.
Yeah, not only do you have a guy, but it's one less position you have to fill in the draft the next year.
And you have a 2-year cheap guy. After that. Right?
Yeah.
2 years of cheap.
That's a great one because, I mean,
another great one.
The season hinges on Jalen Hurts. That's the only thing that matters.
We're being very complimentary of each other this morning. I want to be proven wrong completely that Zach Eflin will go out and have an actual workable ERA, and he will be a top 3 starter for the Phillies. Because I have severe doubts. I want to be proven wrong on my Zach Eflin. I've been kicked in the beanbags too often to buy into it. I want to be proven wrong on that.
I like it, and you will be.
Okay.
You have my blessing on that. I want to be proven wrong in my feeling that the Eagles will totally overthink the number 6 pick.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one, too. I like that one. I didn't think of that one. It's not on my list.
Do what's there in front of you.
I love that.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
I would love to be proven wrong that Aaron Nola can pitch meaningful September baseball.
He certainly has never shown you can.
No. And I have
he's part of the reason why you haven't played October baseball.
Yes. And I have fears that his body type, and look, I'm not saying slender pitchers can't be that guy late in a workhorse. I have fears that his body type kind of wears out by September.
Okay. That's logical.
I would love to be proven wrong that Jalen Reagor is a Todd Pinkston, Nelson Aguilar-esque nice receiver, never, ever great receiver.
I wish. Guess what? I hope that is true.
I don't have faith that it's happened, but I hope.
I hope that's true. It's got to be better than last year, though, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be better. Don't give me the
think.
Jamie. By the way, I want. A gentleman said to me here, you just need an outline of Jamie's head, and then the T-shirt would be one for our T-shirt
double
collection.
extra large T-shirt.
I think Rager's going to be all right. I don't think he's going to be stellar. I don't think he's a game changer. I think he'll be all right.
Okay, Jalen Reagor, Pat, your best case scenario, Jalen Reagor, from what you believe today, Jalen Reagor will be what receiver that we've already seen through this town?
Ooh, okay. I think Todd Pinkston-esque.
Okay, guess what? If Jalen Reagor becomes Todd Pinkston, I can't say that I'm going to. Right now, I think that's a little above my expectations.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Why, do you have one?
Yeah, I do. I want Jalen Reagor, and I'm with Jamie on this one. I really think that he's going to be a decent player. I want Jalen Reagor to consistently be the 2017 Nelson Aguilar, which isn't crazy. We're talking 62 catches,
he had a great
close
year,
to 800 yards, 8 touchdowns.
That's a great year.
He was a top 5 slot receiver.
I'll take it right now. I'll take that right now. 2017.
But not 1 year of it. I want it consistently.
Guys that came here, it's weird because the wide receiver history is so...
Right.
The guy that came to my mind in the NFL is Marvin Jones. Kind of like that 800 to 1,000-yard guy.
Okay.
7-8 touchdowns. If he's that, I'm pretty happy.
I want to be proven wrong that the Sixers cannot get to the NBA Finals without home court advantage through the East.
That's good. I like that.
Because right now I'm going to doubt that they go to the finals elsewhere.
I want to be proven wrong that Joe Girardi doesn't make a difference as manager with this Phillies team.
Good
one.
one.
It's a great one too. That's really good. I like that.
I want to be proven wrong.
Yes.
That Howie Roseman doesn't deserve to be fired.
That's a great one. This is a very good exercise.
That's because we have a lot of negativity in us.
Yeah, but it's a very good.
It is a good exercise.
But the thing is, though, every single one of us could make a logical case for every single thing we want to be proven wrong about.
Right.
The more logical case to be made is that every single thing we want to be proven wrong about, we will most likely be right.
Yeah, because if Howie Roseman nails this draft, he's probably not getting fired.
He's staying.
Yeah, nail this draft, Howie.
I would love to be proven wrong that Vince Velasquez is still the same old Vince Velasquez.
See, that's a great one, too.
And it's not going to happen.
Vinny Velo.
Probably
There
not.
you go. I like that exercise.
Yeah.
I don't know about Dom. Tasty Cake Dom's on the line. Dom, what's going on, brother?
Hey, John. So for a case of your favorite Tasty Cakes are the buttercream cupcakes, right?
Oh, they're the best.
For a case of buttercream cupcakes, I got Aaron Nola at 18 wins.
Wow.
Oh, it's lower than 18.
Well, there it is.
Okay.
But I like, though, that you...
Well, he's my favorite Philly.
Can I ask you why he's your favorite Philly? What about Aaron Nola moves you?
The way he pitches, the way he can perplex hitters and paralyze them with his change of pace.
Okay. So if he wins 18, you're bringing me a case of Tasty Cake.
No, if he does not win 18.
Oh, if he doesn't. Oh, good. Oh, well, then I'm going to be having Tasty Cake.
Well, what if he does?
Not
What's
to be
John
negative.
giving you, Dom?
What am I giving you,
Yeah.
Dom? Dom, you know, one day I might...
Let him run the route.
Yeah, exactly.
John, can I say one more thing real quick?
Yes.
You guys were talking about Doug Peterson not having gumption, and I was in my Wawa, and it struck me because the guy in the sports world that defined gumption and determination to me, Marvin Hagler, passed away yesterday.
Yes, he did.
And you're talking about Doug not having it. To me, in my life, that guy had it more than anybody
He
I
did.
ever seen in my life.
I'll tell you this, Dom, and he was ruined by that last loss. He walked away.
Yeah.
He walked away.
I think you should take Dom to an Aaron Nola started Phillies game.
How about this? If if Tasty Cake comes on board and advertises with the John Kincade Show, I'd love to run the route someday.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd love to drive around in the truck and be a delivery man. Like, I'll go out in the afternoon and deliver the Tasty Cake.
There ain't no afternoon.
They're going to lose
You're starting at
I got a
these
show.
hours.
Now I got a show.
Now you're going to have to take off or do it
Hey.
on a Saturday.
Hey, this update is brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app. Download it at parkscasino.com/PA. Use promo code Fanatic, and you can get in on all the fun before the NCAA tournament begins. Want to remind you, Sixers and Knicks tonight on the Fanatic at 8 o'clock.
Take care of this one. Knicks are on a back-to-back. You're at home.
You better take care of it. You better take care of that. In Cooney's Corner, Bob better be taking care of all of us on this.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Well wishes is the theme.
Like you said earlier, goodbye. Thanks, Jalen Mills. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
you helped.
thanks,
You
John.
helped win a Super Bowl. Awesome. Carson Wentz. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but okay. Goodbye. Good luck. All that stuff. That's fine. That's all well and good. But if these guys go elsewhere and play better than they did here, if Carson goes and turns things around, if Jalen Mills goes to New England, much like a Patrick Chang did, or Chung. I'm sorry, what did I say?
We're
Chang?
not Wang Chunging tonight.
Yes,
Patrick
exactly.
Chung did, and like a Rasul Douglas did, and others that go places and for some reason find themselves again. Who do you put the blame on?
System and scheme. Jim Schwartz.
No, this could be the exposure of Doug Peterson and Jim Schwartz.
Right. And it could, very well could be. And you could be like, damn it. Like, why? Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, and I'm not looking for something to be upset about, but it has happened so much in the past that Nelson Aguilar had a good year this year for Las Vegas. Like,
he did. But they didn't want
Rasul Douglas went and had a pretty good year this year also. Sidney Jones. Like, why do people leave here and do better? To me, it goes right to coaching. And if that's the case, you won a Super Bowl, you had talent here, if this is proven, and you went to these depths so quickly, that's going to really piss me off.
It would be, to me, I'm very excited to see if maybe the actual Doug Peterson era was an underachieving era.
It could very well be.
Are we going to look at some performances and go, this team underachieved under Doug Peterson and even won a Super Bowl while they did it?
Yeah, they seem very stubborn. Like, the entire time Eric Rowe was here, people were like, why aren't they trying him at safety? And I kept going, well, they must see something that we don't see.
Rowe's another great one.
And it's just like, are they so stubborn that they can't get out of their own way? Like, do they actually try everything? I don't know if they do. I feel like they're just a stubborn franchise.
It's a shame.
And I worry about their talent evaluation also.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, when you're talking about some guys that they had on the practice squad and it took them so long to bring up, and then they do well, and then they don't play him again. Like, to me, Ronald Darby just signed big yesterday.
$19 million
I'm not going to
guaranteed.
die on Ronald Darby Hill, but
he was better in Washington than he ever was as an Eagle.
Absolutely. Why is this happening so much here? Now, you have a whole new coaching staff, so hopefully you've rectified it, but that would tick me off.
I was talking to my buddy yesterday. He was a season ticket holder in Washington. He was like, yeah, Darby was really good last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish I could have said that about his time in Philly. But no.
Yeah, look,
what are you guys giggling about?
Greg Ward's a prime example of that. Bob, you just brought it up. Like, Greg Ward, the entire fan base is clamoring for Greg Ward because the wide receiving core was so bad. It takes him forever to come up, and then he performs, and you're like, what the hell were you guys waiting for? It's not like he just showed up and he amazingly got playing time and was good. He must have been good in practice, but you guys took forever because you wanted to force J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to justify your bad second-round pick.
When you're saying Darby, I'm like thinking it's the Burrow.
Oh, not Upper Darby.
Darby's really good.
Yeah.
Darby's, I'm thinking I could see it on a billboard as you're coming out of 69th
Darby's
Street.
pretty good.
Darby's pretty good.
I think it was Dennis Leary who had the joke of, if this is Upper Darby, I don't want to see Lower Darby.
Believe me. It's an easy drive.
Yeah, it's a fair question, though.
Fair question.
Why?
Yep.
Why guys seem to do a little better away from here?
I'll tell you, it was funny. When you go through high school, kids are, I should be playing more, and they transfer out of high school to go somewhere else and play. I find it rarely works because the place they're leaving is actually coaching better than the place where they go, and it rarely works. So I think coaching says a lot about it, and it scares me that these people leave Philadelphia and are much, much better.
Mopar wants to be proven wrong on our YouTube that Egan will not have a new cereal mix of Cheerios, Special K, and Quaker Oats Organic.
Yeah, that won't happen, Mopar.
That won't be.
That won't happen.
That won't be happening.
You don't have to worry about that.
That would keep you pretty regular, though.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'd imagine there'd have to be bathroom breaks during the show.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, my. I'm just saying, though, is the truth is when Dom says, too, is like, why do you like Aaron Nola? Like, what moves you about Aaron Nola?
Well, I love the way he pitches.
You do?
Yeah, I love his movement. I think he's got great control of his fastball. His changeup has become pretty filthy.
So what happens? The wheels just fall off every year?
Every September is his Achilles heel.
He's kept the team out of postseason with this poor
But up until September, he's been pretty damn great.
What does that do for me?
That's why I want to be proven wrong that he can pitch in September.
I understand. What's that do for me? Oh, he's a really good pitcher until the games count. Until there's pressure.
He throws pretty baseballs.
Yeah, I might be. Look, when his curveball's working, it's a thing of beauty. But I might be looking for an excuse for the guy. I really do think he was affected by 3 different pitching coaches in back-to-back
Just in
years.
September.
No, not just in September.
So in September, those pitching coaches really took him downhill. But
if you're honestly going to sit here and blame Aaron Nola for the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year,
no,
it's
I'm saying is he holds you back. Guess what? They would have if Aaron Nola pitches in any way competently last year. They do make the playoffs in last year.
No, they don't, because their bullpen was so bad that kept them out. The real story is the bullpen keeping them out.
By a game and a half, the playoffs?
So we're going to put all of that on a guy who starts one every fifth day?
You mean your ace who isn't an ace?
But the bullpen who pitches every single game.
Yeah, he
No, it's fine.
come on.
Last year, if your ace pitches halfway competently, you win a couple more games.
I can't believe you're honestly blaming this on Aaron Nola and not the bullpen. The bullpen was the issue.
We know the bullpen sucked, but you also what we know consistently is your ace sucks when it counts. I know it consistently. It's not, Pat. It's not an argument.
I'm not going to argue with you about it. I just can't believe that you're pointing to Aaron Nola's the reason you didn't make the playoffs, which is what you just said.
You just missed. You missed the playoffs by a skim little margin
because your bullpen couldn't get you and me out.
But if
he's pitching well into games,
if
you
your
don't need
ace
the
didn't turn the ball, get out of the game, and if your ace actually won you a couple more games, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Bobby had a good point.
He did. I mean, stop being the fanboy stuff for guys. Like you're going to defend them at all turns. This is bad right now. It's bad. And Aaron Nola, by the way, what inspires you? What inspires you about Aaron Nola?
You know what's funny?
I donate to you. I watched that commercial. My wife says to me, "Who is that?" on that commercial. Every time it's on, who is that? I donate to you. She's like, "Did that guy what's that commercial?"
Is that Nola?
He's a swamp creature.
I donate to you. I'm like, what? That commercial? I mean, I would have said, cut. Let's do it again. Aaron, can we have a little bit of energy out of you here? Could you give us a little bit of energy for the cause?
It's funny. When you asked Dom, why is he your favorite player? Honest to God, it jumped into my head. Well, who else am I going to pick? I mean, consistently from the Phillies player. Right, I know there's Bryce Harper and all,
he
but
throws pretty balls.
Oh, I like Aaron Nola. I do.
Just until Labor Day.
Yeah.
When he's on, though, it's a thing of beauty.
Hey, when he's on, yes. Yeah. Until Labor Day. So
let's hope we're wrong.
Till Labor Day. NJM Insurance has been ranked #1 in the nation in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance claims experience, according to J.D. Power. Visit NJM.com for your free quote today. That's NJM.com. You want to get a phone call in with us? We will take your calls. You want to get in on that conversation? You can do it 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Now, when this guy leaves, he doesn't get a tribute. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. So I will have a backyard this time next year. And I know that my backyard's going to want to be beautiful. I'm going to want it like that. So Mikey Miss and Anthony were telling me I've got to go with Natural Lawn of America. So I, of course, ask why. Why are they your lawn care company? They told me, look, the custom approach that they take is going to give you a greener, weed-free lawn using their exclusive organic-based lawn care products. Also, knowing that Natural Lawn has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85% is probably a winner because Nikki Foles is going to want to round her backyard, and I want to know she's going to be safe too. I trust the lawn to Natural Lawn now. That's what we're going to do. And you can take advantage of this limited time offer because it is a great one. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program, and you're going to get free seeding every year. That's free seeding every single year. And all you have to do is call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREESEED. Choose the lawn care company that I'm just making the choice of. Thanks to Mike and Anthony, Natural Lawn of America, with greener grass and fewer weeds, guaranteed.
The John Kincade Show.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that. Yeah, he must work out.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. The Fanatic's Bracket Challenge is back. A perfect bracket could win you
$1 million.
Go to 97.5thefanatic.com and fill out your bracket. Someone is guaranteed to win $1,000. But a perfect bracket will win you $1 million.
97.5 The Fanatic's $1 Million Bracket Challenge is brought to you by the Parks Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's cause it's tax time, that time of year again. And if you're self-employed, have several unfiled returns, or tax debt, or need someone local that can work with local tax issues, then please know you don't have to deal with the IRS alone. Instead, call the pros at Strategic Tax Resolution. They succeed for their clients who, like you, may have delinquent tax returns, like their client Curtis, a small business owner who did not pay estimated tax payments and as a result owed $44,000. Well, Curtis hired Strategic Tax Resolution. Greg and the squad, they were able to settle Curtis's IRS tax bill for just $1,620. That's right. This is just one of the many successful outcomes thanks to the team at Strategic Tax Resolution. Don't go at it alone when you don't have to. Call for a free consultation with a licensed tax expert. Don't wait any longer. Get Greg and the team at Strategic Tax Resolution on your side. Call 484-915-3100. That's 484-915-3100 or search Strategic Tax Resolution.
Making Moves is brought to you by LinkedIn Jobs.
In 2003, it was rare for freshmen to carry a college basketball team, never mind two of them. But for Syracuse, Carmelo Anthony and Jerry McNamara did just that, all the way to a national championship. Anthony led the team in scoring and rebounds, while McNamara led the team in assists and was third in scoring. In the national championship game against Kansas, Carmelo was the game's leading scorer with 20, and McNamara added 18.
Build your winning team today. Go to linkedin.com/sports.
March is the biggest month in college basketball where teams across the country test their talent in the hopes of winning it all. For finding talent that can help your team win it all, there's LinkedIn Jobs. Post a job with targeted screening questions, and LinkedIn will quickly get your role in front of qualified candidates. Manage job posts and contact candidates from a single view as functions are streamlined onto one simple screen. Post a job for free at linkedin.com/sports. That's linkedin.com/sports. Terms and conditions apply.
Since the dawn of time, men and women have fought over one thing, the temperature. It's too hot. It's too cold. I'm sweating. I'm freezing. It's time to end the thermostat wars. It's time to give peace a chance. It's time for a high-efficiency heating and cooling system for even, consistent heat in your home. And with Trane's whole house air filtration system, you'll breathe cleaner, healthier air. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane.
I hate Tom's Tulip Shop. It just smells so flowery. Like we're good at your flower shop. You don't need to remind us.
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
I needed a fake plant. They don't sell fake plants. Thanks for nothing, Tom.
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial auto and business insurance.
Then he says, have a great day. I'll decide what kind of day to have.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save for driving safely. Save for driving less with pay-per-mile insurance. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. Savings based on early signing discount drive-bys and mile-wise. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Donating blood saves lives. But did you know that donating plasma saves lives too? Plasma is used to treat life-threatening illnesses, including COVID. Plasma donors are needed immediately. And when you donate plasma at a local CSL Plasma Donation Center, you can earn up to $700 a month for doing a good deed. And they even have a new referral bonus program. And most people are eligible to donate, and it's easy to do. Just download the CSL Plasma app or go to cslplasma.com to find a donation center near you. That's cslplasma.com.
Goodyear knows why we all love basketball. It's the sound of the buzzer, the roar of the crowd, the swish of the net. It's the spin on the ball as it's released, the squeaking sneakers before an inbound pass, the timeout that gives us perspective on the moment. We love basketball because we love movement. And so we're asking you, the fans, what moves you? Goodyear, more driven.
At Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, we deliver.
We deliver on price, selection, service, and now we deliver vehicles right to your front door. And this month, we just received massive shipments of the red-hot Chevy Silverado, and for you business owners, the hard-to-find Express cargo van. This year at Barlow, we're celebrating 50 years in business, and now we're making it as convenient as ever. Barlow delivers. Find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran and at barlowchevrolet.com.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here. You know, Philly sports is big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports Reports, powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, just go to pico.com/more savings.
New Dunkin' Sweet Cold Foam is the perfect way to top the perfect cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew. Give a little lift to every sip with this velvety feeling that you can't top. Try a medium chocolate stout flavored cold brew with sweet cold foam, cold brew with sweet cold foam, or cold brew for $3. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary.
I love this time of year. Why? Because it's tournament time. And there's no better place to bet on the tournament than the king of sportsbooks, BetMGM. And new customers will receive a parlay boost token that can turn a big win into a massive win. All you have to do is build your parlay, launch your boost, and then watch your money rise. It's that simple. And if you're new to BetMGM, you can sign up today and you'll automatically receive parlay boost tokens throughout the college tournament. I've been using them since it started. So you can tack on teams, and then BetMGM will tack on all that extra money you get. So yesterday, for example, I hit the live line during the Flyers game. I took the winnings from that, and I decided to put a little money on Alabama to win it all at plus 1,600. But if you want to go with the favorite, that's Gonzaga. You can get them at plus 200. And right now, 16% of the betting public on BetMGM has bet Gonzaga. So you're in a popular company there. But once again, all you got to do to take advantage of this is log into your account or download the app at BetMGM.com, and you can experience what I'm experiencing right now, the parlay boost tokens only at BetMGM. You have to opt in, though. Make sure to visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You have to be 21 years of age or older. Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Don't forget they're in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
It's really good to be back home in Philly, but do not believe anyone who tells you winter doesn't really suck.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks for hanging out with us, the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hopefully your Tuesday morning is going well. And I understand it's going to be a nasty night of like cold, rain, and nasty temperatures. You can get in on the phones too at 610-632-0975. Some of the northern suburbs can get a little dusting of snow or something tonight.
That's what Coach told us yesterday, right?
Not anywhere near us.
Oh.
Nowhere near us.
I heard Coach mention snow, and you went after him. Like
it's up in Berks County.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
By the way, there's something you say, but people are like, well, what's changed since you left Philly? And now you come back. When I watch the local news, they now have taken the map of Philadelphia news and gone like 50 miles further than they ever went before.
Yeah, it's not
parochial
like now anymore.
They're showing you like, well, no, they used to show you the 5 counties.
Yeah. And then it expanded out to Trenton.
Okay, I think the Philadelphia News should be the 5 counties in Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia counties, and should be South Jersey.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. There are affiliates up in Lancaster. They were up. There was a story in the local news last night about like up in Lancaster. I'm like, what? Lancaster's not Philly.
The Poconos get the channels, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, they also get Poconos channels, where they get their local news. That's not local.
I guess
like
they
on
have
the local news,
channels.
like they're doing Berks County. Berks County isn't Philly.
I'm trying to think if I've been up there. I usually only see like 6 ABC. I don't know if they. I guess they have local.
Yeah, but there's. I mean, Scranton has channels. Harrisburg has channels.
Think, yeah.
Well, their van is on Mars, so.
I mean, it's like
according to the commercial,
it's like the local news is gone. It's like they're taking me out to like places I didn't even. And Trenton. When did Trenton become Philadelphia News?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Trenton makes the world takes.
I understand,
right.
but when did Trenton become Philadelphia News?
Real quick. Sorry, you brought up Trenton. This just triggered a thought. Apparently, Trenton's known for this mustard pie pizza.
I've heard of it. I've heard of that.
I want to try it. It looked good.
Mustard pie pizza?
Yeah,
What?
apparently they worked the mustard in
That
with
was
the dough.
the definition of going off the track.
Well, you mentioned Trenton. I was like mustard pie pizza.
I'm convinced I'm working with Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Oh, he
With
is
Jamie.
he is Doug from Up.
Well, Squirrel.
I saw it on Twitter last week, and I went,
I
hot
think
damn,
it's
what is that?
Saltunis actually may end up being Shaggy from Scooby-Doo in the back of the Mystery Machine.
But real quick poll, would you guys all try the mustard pie pizza?
No.
What's it in? I know. Okay.
They do
Stupid
mustard
question.
in the dough.
Mustard's in
apparently.
the dough. It's a tank. No, I try it.
Mustard with
A
pizza
tangy?
sauce?
Yeah.
No, it's not mustard in the pizza sauce. It's mustard in the dough.
Yeah.
I've actually heard of it. You know who's
It looks good.
You know who's tried this? Mr. Shaquille O'Neal knows about this. So maybe we can.
Apparently it's a big Trenton thing.
Hey, Bryant in Philadelphia. Welcome to the Fanatic. Bryant, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing well, man. You sound very chill this morning, Bryant.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, so I want to be proven wrong that the Sixers won't make it past the
second round.
Won't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And here are my reasons. That the Sixers won't be able to acquire a player to increase their scoring. Both Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris don't play up to their potential, and that they can't just score enough.
Okay. Look, Bryant, and that's the thing that they have to do, right? The Sixers have to make the Eastern Conference Finals this year, or it's a disappointing year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have two more. I wish to be proven wrong that the Flyers won't make it further than what they did last year, and I want to be proven wrong that the Phillies will not make it to the playoffs.
Okay, you sound very upbeat this morning on all these. These are all like you're in a little bit of a downer right now with the local Philly teams.
But he's there, right?
Yeah, he's there. He's there.
It's now. I want to know, does he think the Sixers can make the Eastern Conference Finals with the rosters currently constructed?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest question. Phillies, I don't think many of us think they're going to make the playoffs. Be proven wrong there. That's fine.
Okay. Kevin in South Jersey joins us. Kevin, good morning. You're on the Fanatic. How are you, brother?
Good morning, man. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. What's going on?
No, man. I got to defend Aaron Nola.
Okay.
I don't think last year's playoff miss was on his shoulders. I think we clearly had probably one of the top 5 lowest bullpens in the entire major leagues, not even just the National League. And I think you put him on any other team, really, especially a playoff contender, and I don't even think he's an ace, honestly. I mean, he's an ace for us because our pitching's horrible.
Well, that's my point. That's my exact point. Is around here, people talk about Aaron Nola as if he's a number one. He doesn't pitch like a number one.
Well, you could say that he's not a number one for what we have, but again, I think I'm more concerned with the fact that he's not the reason why we missed the playoffs last year.
Really?
Really?
Down the stretch. All right? Down the stretch. You legitimately needed to win one game. You needed to win one game. You could have made the playoffs on the last day of the season, and you went out and wet the bed. He had to win one game. He couldn't win you one. I think it was 4 of his last 5 starts.
I just think when you have an ERA, when you have a bullpen that's an ERA over 7.
But the ERA isn't what cost them. Do you remember the Tampa game? They have a chance to make the playoffs.
The reason that you could also say that it's on Bryce Harper for not hitting a 2-run home run.
No, when your pitcher,
you can't put it on one guy why he didn't win one game.
No, it's not, Kevin. It's one game, but he had a chance to win any one of a number of starts. He could have won a series of starts that he didn't win, that he didn't give them, that he didn't even pitch into. When was the last time Aaron Nola, and I'm going to maybe look stupid here. When's the last time Aaron Nola pitched into the 7th inning?
All right, here we go.
7th inning. He gave you 7. How about that he pitched 7 innings?
How about
September 11th?
I'll give you his last 5
That he went
outings.
7 innings. Was that a Mets game?
Yeah.
That was that Mets game.
So his last 5 outings.
How many outs?
5 1/3, 6, gave up 6 runs. 7, 0 earned runs. Okay, then it goes 5 1/3, 5 earned runs, 6 innings, 5 runs, 6 innings, 3 runs.
You can't. Well, the 6 innings, 3 runs. I mean, in some days,
like
I don't
that's a
think that's
quality start.
Yeah, please, but it's not.
I just looked up his numbers. September was not his issue. His issue was August. September, He was pretty good.
I'm saying, can you pitch into your ace?
Last year, historically, his Augusts are dominant and his September suck.
Or no, I'm sorry, July was bad, but his August was
July
really good.
was 2.8 for his career ERA.
Yeah, I'm looking at last season now.
Ace,
he struggles in June and September.
Your ace needs to pitch into the 7th inning has to pitch into the 8th or get you through 7 frequently.
The ace that, I always think he's a really strong 2.
Yes.
But this is also a guy that finished 3rd in Cy Young voting one year, so it's not like...
Well, he had the odd year.
I don't think that's necessary.
And by the way, they paid him off of it.
His contract is great.
What is he like? If he's... Last year, his ERA was not bad at all. What was his ERA last year? 3.3? Something like that?
3.63. Oh, no, that's projection for this year. I'm sorry.
3.28.
Okay, that's that's a good ERA. That's a good ERA. Was he like the...
I mean, he only makes $12.2 million. His contract is great.
But what is he, like a top 20 starter? Top 25 starter in baseball?
I'd go, that's a good number.
25 sounds about right.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's right around there. But he gets talked about as if he is this ace.
But,
he's not an ace.
All right, let's say he's 23. Let's just arbitrarily pick 23 out of the hat.
Okay.
How many teams are in baseball?
Yeah, but it's not. But you're not competing. Then you're one of the bottom 8 teams. If he's your ace, then you're one of the bottom 8 teams in baseball.
But
that's what it means.
But that's why people call him an ace. If he's a top 25 pitcher, he's probably an ace.
Just because you're the best pitcher on a crappy team doesn't make you an ace.
I think Zach Wheeler's their best pitcher.
I think Zach Wheeler's their best pitcher also.
I think Aaron Nola is a phenomenal too.
I think he's a solid 2.
I think if he's your 2, you're in good shape.
Solid 2.
Yeah, I'd say very good 2.
I think Wheeler's their best pitcher.
I think he'll prove that this year.
I think Wheeler...
I think he proved it last year.
Yeah, but you need to kind of see it more than once.
Yeah, but I've seen a career of Zach Wheeler. I mean, I've seen enough of Zach Wheeler.
But he had so many injuries, and he had some high ERAs. He struggled in the beginning.
This is the year after Tommy John. This is the year where guys really... This is where it comes together, yeah.
Hey, the Green Goblin exited town, and Jamie wants to deal with it in the linchpin.
He really does.
I guess.
This is the linchpin.
By the way, this is brought to you by the law firm for injured workers, Martin Law. Visit PAWorkinjury.com.
Jalen Mills is an interesting one to me because I'm totally fine with them not bringing him back. Willing to pay him. So, whatever. I also think he's a little bit of a better player than people's gut reactions. Like Derek Barnett is another guy I would put in that camp right now where people go, oh, he sucks. He's a bust. He's kind of a solid player. He's a bonehead, yes. But if he was to go on the open market, people speculated that he could get $15 million, Derek Barnett. And by the way, his deadline is approaching. So I think he's a better player than fans' gut reactions. And Jalen Mills' gut reactions from most people is what Pat was doing earlier. Oh, he sucks. He's burnt toast. He's this. He's that. I think he was a little better than that.
He was a little better than that.
And
he absolutely was.
It just kind of had me thinking it's like I call it the Bobby Abreu Award. People hated on Bobby Abreu because he didn't run into a wall like Aaron Rowan. Bobby Abreu was a phenomenal player, but when people talk about him, it's like, Bobby Abreu,
You say phenomenal player?
He was a really good player.
Okay, you said phenomenal. Now you're backing it down to really good.
Right.
Okay, so I just asked you that.
I would say
Phenomenal player?
All right, phenomenal was probably, I was a little drunk.
Phenomenal player was Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, okay, that's
Mike
fine.
Schmidt
I'll
was a
back off the phenomenal. He was
Okay,
a really good player.
Is he a superstar?
And baseball superstars is weird. It's a weird line. NBA has more superstars.
Put it up on the poll question.
So Jalen Mills he's not as good of a player as Bobby Abreu, but that's like the ultimate comp to me where people's gut reactions is, he sucked. And it's like, well, no, he was actually a decent to pretty good player. That's just, kind of where I was thinking of Jalen Mills. Like, people think he was hot trash bag water. I thought he was pretty serviceable.
He was serviceable.
Wow,
but he got exploited. Wow, I think he was serviceable.
I think once you got inside the red
Bobby
zone,
Abreu and Jalen
I'm just using him as like the crown
Abreu,
jewel.
Bobby Abreu, much 1,000 times better player in his sport.
Yes, and I'm not comparing them. It's just
than Jalen Mills.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put 11 guys on defense out on the field, and Jalen Mills was one of them every play. That's about it for me.
Really?
He didn't.
Once he got in the red zone, I thought he was great.
Yeah, I mean, he had a skill in the red zone that showed up once in a while. I mean, he also got
when you
beat
put
a
him
lot.
in space,
that's where he struggled. Yeah, a double move, he's toast.
Yeah, I mean, I saw some double moves like from the 12-yard line where guys were going to run outs and then turn it inside, and he was done.
But he was a competitor. He hit. He was tough as nails.
Like I said, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not crying over spilled milk for Jalen Mills. I just think people's memory of him is going to be not entirely accurate.
Could be.
And here's the difference. Abreu never won. Jalen Mills won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Jalen Mills was on a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm not.
big
Believe me, I'm not saying
There's
he
a
gave
big
up 505 yards to Tom Brady that game.
Is that Del Unser was on a? Wasn't he on a?
Oh yeah, he was on the World
Champion
Series.
team?
Sure, he was. Him and Greg Gross were the two pinch hitters for the Phillies.
I will be very curious to see how he does in New England.
Me too.
He's going to be a guy I pay attention to see what he is, to see what Bill Belichick can do with him.
So, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. What was your buddy saying to you yesterday, Bob?
Yeah. So he's got this disdain, and I will use
Which is
the
a big word.
Disdain.
Jamie's Googling it right now.
He cannot
that's a little sour word, John.
stand this player who plays in our city right now.
Can't stand him.
Yeah. Plays 25 minutes a night, doesn't score, but he's always out there. The team is soft. He's a big part of it. Can you guess who I'm talking about?
He plays 25 minutes a night, so it's got to be basketball.
No.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Don't tell me. Don't
say
me someone
Giroux.
is being an idiot about Claude Giroux.
I don't think it's Giroux.
Not Giroux.
By the way,
Claude was great last night.
I was right. He's a top 5 scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We backed you up.
Yeah.
And that guy said, he's a second line player.
No.
I don't think
Are
that,
you
but go
talking
ahead.
about Sean Couturier?
Yeah. My buddy has this disdain.
He's one
for
of like
Sean
3
Couturier.
Flyers actually answering the bell this year.
And it's like Rock knows hockey. Has a kid that played Division I. He has ties. He's seen more hockey than I'll see for the rest of my lifetime. But he points out he's a great stick checker. He's soft. He doesn't do this. He averages 0.6 points a game. I not knowing hockey as well as John or as well as Rock or Egan, outsider looking in, I think he gives more than that. I mean, he won the Selke last year. I don't know. So anyway, my question was not to down Rock, but my question is A, is he underappreciated in this town? And B, who else is?
Underappreciated? No.
Couturier? No.
No.
Okay.
Is that overly critical? Completely overcritical.
It's over. Well,
completely overcritical of Rock. That's absolutely overcritical. But Pat, I don't think he's underappreciated.
No, I think he's rightly appreciated. I think he's properly appreciated.
Right.
I think it's happened. Winning the Selke did a number of that. I mean, it was like everybody really noticed. Okay, we've been hearing about how great defensively he is. No, now he just won the award for it and beating out Patrice Bergeron. He's arguably their most important player other than Carter Hart.
He absolutely is.
I mean, he does so many things well on the ice that
that was my thought too.
And I like the fact that he's willing to mix it up a little bit, where you got a bunch of guys on that team who literally avoid any kind of confrontation.
I think
that they possibly can. I think if anybody would point any fingers at anyone on the Flyers, you ain't pointing at him.
I think Rock might hate his face. Like there's something about him that.
Look, Rock and I, we go at it on everything, and he might even bring up points that he doesn't really believe, but he is dead set on this one. And like I said, you guys know hockey better than me. But all right, so let's carry it to the next step. Is there somebody in this town, and we said he's not underappreciated, but let's go with that theme. Is there somebody in this town that we grossly underappreciate?
Probably Rhys Hoskins for me.
For what?
I need power from him. Like
what do you underappreciate about him?
His on-base percentage and his knack for the strike zone.
Wow,
like I
would never go there. I'm disappointed by him. I'm disappointed by him consistently.
But
so how could be underappreciated?
Because he does have a really good MLB skill set. It's just not what I want from my first baseman. I need power, and it clouds. It clouds my judgment on the rest of them.
You are absolutely in love with local teams.
What?
You are absolutely in love. How you can think? You're telling me Rhys Hoskins is underappreciated? He's underachieving.
You could be talked out of this, I think.
You use the wrong underword, underachieving.
He drives me insane.
He's an underachiever.
But he's better than what he makes me.
He's an underachiever. He's not
underachiever.
He's not underappreciated.
He's like underachiever. I mean, I would say he's an overachiever.
What?
Came from like San Diego State in like the 12th round.
I'm talking
or
about
something.
what the Phillies expected.
Fifth round,
what the
according to
Phillies expected Rhys Hoskins to be.
He never might have been that.
He's never even close to it.
That's a Phillies problem. That's not a Rhys Hoskins problem.
I disagree completely, Bob.
If they're slotting him in as a power hitter,
Bob,
underappreciated, I don't think is the right term for Rhys Hoskins. Like to be underappreciated means you're doing stuff really well, but the fans aren't seeing it.
I think that's exactly what he's doing
well.
Oh my gosh!
He walks.
Yes, and that's what's underappreciated.
He's a 4-hole hitter that doesn't produce, and he's a guy.
I know.
Okay, so how could he be underappreciated?
Because he does something really, really well.
He's a cleanup hitter in baseball.
That's a Phillies problem.
No,
they made him a power hitter.
No, that's what he's supposed to be. That is what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I understand Jamie's argument with this. I mean, he does do some things well, but we expected him to hit 40 bombs, and it seems like
But that's
it seems
on
like
us, isn't it?
It is. But
guess what? Just give me a competent middle of the lineup bat.
I think there's
He's
a reason
not there.
why they haven't extended him. I mean, I think they
he
have
hit 34 once. Like I don't think he's a power hitter.
I think he is, though.
He is a power hitter.
I don't know if he is. I've been on this hill for 3 years.
Well, you're on a hill. You're dying on this one. People are killing you this morning on this
I
one.
understand.
Underappreciated Rhys Hoskins is, I think there are crazy things that come out of your mouth. That's the craziest I've heard.
He drives me nuts because he doesn't have power. I don't know if, he's
underappreciated, though. He's underachieving.
He's a pretty good player that I end up hating because he doesn't have power.
Pat, we are going to go off the board here and put up a poll question.
Oh, no.
Never do. Yes, we are. We never do this.
Whoa,
okay?
No. Johnny.
How about this? How about this?
Easy, Cal.
What is the underword, the exact wording, what is the underword that best describes Rhys Hoskins' Phillies career?
But here's the thing, though.
No. Pat, no. This is Pat.
Can I jump in for a second?
I'm telling you what the question is.
I know what the question is. You just said it.
Well, then you're cutting me off, dude. I'm just trying to get the question.
I was pointing out that if your line wins, right, that he's that the poll question wins out, that he is underachieving, then that kind of forms Jamie's argument that he's underappreciated.
No, because you can't underappreciate an underachiever. If somebody's an underachiever, you can't underappreciate them.
Like his on base is 366 for his career. His slugging is 495.
Guess what? They could do.
Like I don't think he's a power hitter.
Pat, put it up. The which under term best describes the career of Rhys Hoskins? Underachiever or underappreciated? And see what people say. I mean, maybe a lot of people feel like Jamie on this.
So my most underappreciated was Dwight Howard, but that goes by the wayside.
I didn't realize Rhys Hoskins was going to trigger everyone.
I think you've done a really good job, though, of making people appreciate Dwight Howard. Of bringing up the things that he does. Because I got to tell you, Dwight Howard proved me completely wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a disastrous signing.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah,
like disastrous.
I'm shocked at how well he's doing.
He's been amazing.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely amazing. We got a lot coming up for you, and if you want to get in with us, you can at 610-632-0975. Coming up, the foundation, well, it should be about laying it right now. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. When you're on the roads, you need to avoid the potholes. That's like driving around this town right now is absolutely crazy. And AAA provides 24/7 service. You know, Flyers fans, if you join today at AAA, you're going to get 50% off at AAA.com/Flyers. For over 100 years, they've always been by your side. From tows and jumps or smoothing out the bumps in the road, AAA is going to give you that 24/7 peace of mind. Do you have kids on the road? I know I do now. And I know having AAA riding shotgun makes me feel a little more comfortable should something arise. You can go to AAA.com for a complete list of their car care centers, too, all around the Delaware Valley. But this Flyers deal is great. Join today. Get 50% off at AAA.com/Flyers. AAA.com/flyers. That's AAA.com/flyers. This is for new members only. Other restrictions apply. See the site for details. Tell them John Kincade sent you in.
The John Kincade Show.
Sir, one more outburst, I will strangle you with my microphone wire. You understand me?
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Beers with Bob. Beers with Bob. Tomorrow from 6 to 7 p.m.
Brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob and Andrew Zaljunas. Beers with Bob. Tomorrow from 6 to 7 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano talking remotely with my childhood friend Bob Marino, President, Spring Garden Lending's Mid-Atlantic region. I need to hug Bob.
Sit down for this one, Ant.
What?
Spring Garden Lending is now providing up to 30 years fixed-rate permanent financing at phenomenal rates for real estate developers and investors for their rental properties.
More details, please.
The product, Permanent Plus, is for financing single and multifamily projects with a loan range of $75,000 to $3 million.
That's huge. That's like Sixers huge.
You got that right, Ant. This is the big leagues now.
Wow, real estate developers and investors, listen up. Not only is Spring Garden Lending one of the region's fastest growing companies, not only are they faster than a bank and less expensive than hard money lenders, but now they are providing 30-year fixed rate permanent financing at out-of-the-park rates. Spring Garden Lending, a private lender specializing in bridge loans, and now 30-year fixed permanent financing for real estate investments in the Philly market. It's Bob. Call now.
Tax day is April 15th. Have you started crunching those numbers yet? Downloading the confusing forms and finding your receipts? Frustrated? Well, you should be enjoying baseball season, not dreading tax season. So here's the fix. Go to DavisCPAGroup.com. Check out the website, see all their services, and make an appointment. They've been providing tax preparation and accounting services for individuals and businesses in New Jersey and Pennsylvania for more than 30 years, and they'll prepare and electronically file your taxes in just 3 days. Make an appointment today at DavisCPAGroup.com. Enjoy the game and leave your taxes to the pros at Davis CPA Group.
Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride?
Welcome to the show, America. This is Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on the only trucks built Ford tough. Drive home the all-new, completely redesigned 2021 Ford F-150, the legendary performer Ford Super Duty, or the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Work or play, count on Ford trucks to get the job done. But hurry, Ford Truck Month is one show you don't want to miss.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save for driving safely. Save for driving less with pay-per-mile insurance. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. Savings based on early signing discount drive-bys and mile-wise. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year. Automatically. Dollar for dollar. With no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on. How amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 9% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
Goodyear knows why we all love basketball. It's the sound of the buzzer, the roar of the crowd, the swish of the net. It's the spin on the ball as it's released, the squeaking sneakers before an inbound pass, the timeout that gives us perspective on the moment. We love basketball because we love movement. And so we're asking you, the fans, what moves you? Goodyear, more driven.
Switch to T-Mobile for Business and get up to 90 days of service free via virtual rebate on your business plan. You get a great deal, the largest 5G network, and first-class benefits like Microsoft 365 on us. It's better for business and only with T-Mobile for Business. Limited time offer. Stop in-store for details. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Virtual Express MasterCard within 8 weeks of receipt of valid submission. Complete port within 60 days. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices, coverage, and plan details.
There's no such thing as a sure bet on an illegal website. Illegal betting sites are accountable to no one. That puts you and your money at risk. Why play these odds when Pennsylvania offers legal online betting for those who want to wager?
Legal sites pay out your winnings, ensure fair play, and support responsible gaming. That benefits you in Pennsylvania's economy. Visit bettersafe.org/PA for information. That's BETTORsafe.org/PA to learn more. Don't be sorry. Be better safe.
Good morning, privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Don't you just love rainy days?
Only when I'm home on the couch.
And I love rainy roads. Ever since I bought my all-season Nokian tires, they provide me peace of mind in all conditions.
That's what I want for my car, but I bet they're expensive.
Not if you compare Nokian tires with other premium brands.
Where's the best place to buy Nokian tires?
I trust CJ's Tire and Automotive. Great selection, good prices, and they'll get you in and out in no time.
CJTire.com. Easy enough. Wow, their prices are good.
Told you, CJ's Tire and Automotive really is better, faster, and more affordable.
March's biggest tournament, it's finally here. It's Tourney Week. And DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting new customers in the center of the action. Bet $4 on an underdog. And get this, win $256 if they win. It's that simple. Pick one of the many select college basketball underdogs for your shot at winning $256. All it takes is a $4 bet. $4. Don't worry if college basketball isn't for you. DraftKings Sportsbook offers great odds on promotions, on golf, hockey, and so much more. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code FANATIC for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
There is nothing bougie about this show. Look, I'm the only guy in here from Delco.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. Tomorrow we will have Adam Schefter joining us at 8:10. So make an appointment to be here for that.
When it actually opens free agency.
Yes, as everything actually gets open and running. So as we begin, it's been a very spirited show today. It's been a very, very spirited event today. The new NFL season has begun, and I'm sending out a preemptive warning. I'm not here for the inevitable nonsense that follows in every NFL city this week for teams that aren't that good. It comes from people who follow mediocre teams as free agency and training camp opens up. The minute a signing or a draft pick joins the team, knowing right well that the roster is unable to compete with the big boys, they then get sucked into a vortex of delusion. I think we can be really good this year. I like what they're doing. You know, if the ball bounces right, we could end up being a playoff team. The best conversations in sports, to me, always are logical conversations. Let's set some parameters. Could the Eagles win the division in 2021? I guess so, if the stars aligned and the other teams all crapped out. Are they good enough to win a championship? Not even close. Even the most delusional of the fanboys will not believe that. That's why I want 2021 to be about laying the foundation for a future run. Not a run at the NFC East title, a run at a championship, a Super Bowl berth, a chance to have a parade. I don't want 2021 about bluffing fans into thinking that a rebuild isn't necessary. And that's where we begin the 8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille on this Tuesday morning, where now people are saying we have listeners, people on YouTube this morning that are listening in State College and watching in State College.
What do you say, Nittany Lions?
For those of you that are streaming, we appreciate all of you that are streaming out there. And we appreciate those on twitch.tv too.
Yeah, we do.
Which is great. Bob, you've never been on Twitch, or have you been on Twitch?
Yeah, I've been on Twitch.
I have been on Twitch only because somebody sent me a link and I was on Twitch.
Yeah, I haven't actively searched it.
I have not. Do you, the idea that this happens because it happens every training camp too.
Sure.
Nobody will have some really good practices. The beat writers will all jump on that story. They'll talk about this player for 2 weeks, and then the entire city will think that we've got an answer that ends up not even making the team.
Yeah. I look, that's the feel-good story, right? You're not going into a season ever looking for it to be bad or wanting for it to be bad. Rarely.
No.
Now, the 76ers proved us wrong for a few years there because you wanted it to be bad to get better draft picks. But you're right.
That's what bothered me so much.
You know, believe it or not, we kind of all agree on this about what this Eagles situation right now should be. You and I stated yesterday, no, you're good to sit this one out. I think I came up with that headline, and you kind of agreed. And Jamie said, no, I'm kind of excited. And Jamie's excited in the way that I think you and I agree with, even though the headline was different in that Jamie said, little moves, not much money. That's fine.
Yes, 1-year deals I'm all for.
Right. But as I said before, everything's a tryout this year. This just has to be a reset, sit back, see what you have. You're evaluating the most important position on the team. You're seeing if other younger players can hold down that position years moving forward. And it's just a reset year to see what you have and what you need. And I have no problem with that this year. That's what it has to be.
I am the odd fan in that the goofiest fan to me is the guy who wears the NFC East Champions t-shirt. Like, that doesn't mean jack to me. In fact, seeing the NFC East Championship banners sucks to me. Hanging banners for winning your division, to me, is the lamest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you came from a city that was the king of it in baseball.
They had a string of them.
Yeah.
String of them. They had to build an extra, they had to bring it to an extra facade. And I'm like, at some point, hang the National League championships. Hang the World Series championships. Hang the division championships don't mean jack. And in football, they mean even less. With 8 divisions, they mean even less. Last year showed it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a big problem with it if you won the division.
But you're not trying to build a division winner.
No, but only one team wins it every year.
Gotcha.
And there's only 2 conference winners. So you got to win your division most likely to get to the other. So I don't get hung up on that. This year with the Eagles, I'm the positive one here, and I think they're winning 6 games. It's all about Jalen Hurts. I'm excited for this season in a different way than I viewed Eagles seasons in the past. And I say excited just because I don't want to head into 17 weeks of misery. Sure. I want to see what Jalen Hurts is. I want to see how the offensive and defensive lines perform. I want to see if Jalen Reagor can take that next step. I want to see if they bring in a Gary and Conley or a Malik Hooker, is that somebody that you can build with? Because they're still young enough and coming off of injuries where you go, all right, well, if this guy's good, he's still only 25, maybe he can be the next Rodney McLeod for the next 6 years for the Eagles secondary. So everything I'm viewing isn't through W's and L's this year. It's through who can we build around.
I want to see.
But it's still exciting, kind of.
Guess what? The night before the season, I won't sleep. And, Pat, it'll all be about number 2. It'll all be about watching if Jalen Hurts can end up being an answer, which would be the greatest thing in the world, especially if you have a good draft this year.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping soundly. I have no juice whatsoever for this season. It's not about W's and L's. You guys are right. It's about evaluating the talent. It's about seeing what Sirianni and his staff can get out of the holdovers from Doug Peterson's drafts and Howie Roseman's drafts. And I'll be watching Jalen Hurts most intently. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll be watching some of the other younger guys. But for me, the juice is probably going to come during the draft to see what they do. With all of that said, though, it's still Howie Roseman picking the draft picks, and I think that's where my lack of juice comes from.
And guess what? It is a team's job to inspire you. It's a team's job. You're not you're not required to fake energy and excitement for a team just because you're a fan of it. You get the logical fan is saying, prove it to me. Do something. Give me something to cheer for.
Yeah, I can't fake it. My wife can.
That's very good.
Also the logical and Philadelphia fan is looking for something to be excited about, right? So I think you put it perfectly, John, because this is me. I can't wait to see Jalen Hurts and see what he has for a full season. I said to you guys plenty of times he was my favorite college player to watch his senior year. I loved watching Jalen Hurts play. I can't wait to see what he has this year.
Yes, I want to see it.
So that's where I'm extracting my excitement. As Jamie said, I don't equate it to W's and L's. I really don't. I just want to see what this guy does, see what, as Jamie said, everybody that's out there doing an audition, see what you have.
Like Pat Talk's a good talk right now. It sounds good in theory. He's full of it. Because come September, he's going to be wanting to know what Jalen Hurts is, just like the rest of us. And look, it's a first-year kid taking over a team. The expectation should be low, but there's still an excitement to see if he's the guy.
Yeah, no, Jamie, you're wrong.
No, you will be excited for
the
month of September. You will be jacked up for Eagles football, and don't lie about it.
I'm not going to be jacked up.
Yes,
I'll
you
be
will
looking forward to it because it's football.
Because there's still
jacked
hope.
up.
There's hope.
Jamie, let him talk.
There's not hope. What hope is there?
There's no hope.
Like, what hope?
Their hope is that Jalen Hurts becomes a franchise quarterback.
But the team has no hope.
I mean, to win a Super Bowl, no.
That's what I mean. We're talking about. We're not talking about winning the lousy NFC East. The winning the NFC East means nothing.
I don't even think they win the NFC East.
No, but I'm saying, but they could. As I said, they could.
Yeah, if Jalen Hurts is awesome, they could.
And if other quarterbacks get injured like last year and it ends up being a lousy
Cowboys
year
are going to run away with it.
But, I mean, I never believed that about the Cowboys.
I think they will this year.
I do, too.
Really? You think run away with it? Really?
I think they're, by 2 games, the best team.
I think they'll.
Oh, well, wait a minute. They could end up winning the division by 2 games. I don't think it's running away with it.
I think from the beginning of the year, they'll be the best team.
You think they'll be the best team?
I do.
I think by the end of September, we'll go, oh, damn, this is the Cowboys.
I would say
year.
that is the statement that has been most said about the NFC East over the last 20 years. This is the year the Cowboys are just going to. Cowboys are the best
Probably.
team. Cowboys are going to run away with it, and it never happens. It never happens. Mike in Delran joins us. Mike, good morning. You're on The Fanatic. How are you, brother?
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Good, man. What's going on, Mikey?
Jamie, there's no hope. Stop.
I'm not saying there's hope. What do people hear when I talk?
Jamie, stop. Listen. You know what I was excited about? I was on your page. I was excited about, a beginning, development years. Let's start a foundation, like John said. And then I go and I watch guys like Jalen or Nelson Aguilar get big money to go somewhere. I see guys like Jalen Mills. Why can't we develop our players? Tell me one young player since Andy Reid left that we've drafted and developed to become someone good for us. Nowhere. So where I was excited that maybe we'll see some young guys that we draft and young players develop, I got to remind myself that we can't do that either.
Since who left? Wait a minute. Since who left, Mike?
Since Andy Reid left. Since Andy Reid
Zach
left,
Ertz.
One player that we've developed.
Zach Ertz.
One. That's one guy.
Okay, well, you just asked me for one, Mike. I mean, seriously.
Fletcher Cox is pretty good.
You asked me for one.
It's a handful. I mean, Lane Johnson, Fletcher.
Yes, Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox. I mean, now, I would say this, though. First and second round picks aren't considered to me guys you develop.
They shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They should not be.
That's a good point.
So, guys you develop would be third-day draft picks.
Jalen Mills.
Fourth to the 7th round. Guys that you get something out of in the 4th to 7th round. Or undrafted free agents.
Yeah.
That you end up getting something that you develop there. Now, he's getting on you, Jamie, there, but you did say that there's hope.
I said there's excitement.
No, you said hope. You said hope.
I said they're not going to win the Super Bowl. They're most likely not going to win.
You said there's still hope.
If Jalen Hurts is awesome.
Okay, but the thing is, though, is that people just hear what you say.
People hear what they want to hear. Like, Anthony's going to come in today and go, you said they could win 9 games. And I didn't.
Relax. Calm down.
People hear
you heard Jamie. Jamie, you said the words you said, but there's still hope.
That Jalen Hurts is good.
But guess what? But you gotta say it in
my God.
that there's still hurt that's good.
I feel like I'm speaking Greek up here sometimes.
I'm saying it. Hey,
my God.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance. Liberty Mutual customizes your insurance so you only pay for what you need. Customize and save with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Sixers and the Knicks tonight at 8 o'clock. Okay, I have not found anything in the official NBA scheduling about why this game's 8 o'clock tonight.
Well,
now, it does say, people are saying COVID protocols. That's what people are saying to me. Well, it's an 8 o'clock game because of COVID protocols.
I
Yet there are
know
7
nothing
o'clock
about that.
games all over all over the place.
So the Nets played at 7:30 the Knicks played at 7:30 last night. You have to have
Push them
COVID or
back.
not. It has to be a 24-hour period. There may be because they said, all right, 24-hour period. That game has to be no earlier than 7:30. Let's make it the national game and put it at 8.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
what
So
I
that
think.
could be.
That's
Okay.
what I think it is. I mean, you couldn't have this game any earlier than 7:30.
No, you couldn't.
So they threw
Okay,
him a
good.
bone
So
and
they made
said,
it a
we'll
little
make
bit
you
later.
national and we'll make it 8.
I think Anthony Gargano, as I've said, is a treasure. And in Cooney's Corner, he's searching for treasure.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Who isn't? Who isn't searching for treasure, right?
Like I said yesterday, I can't be a treasure. Anthony's a treasure.
Yeah.
I'm not a treasure.
Anthony's a treasure.
That's right, brother.
Treasure has to be unique, right?
Unique and
Really
longevity.
unique.
And longevity.
Longevity
comes very much into play. So there are many treasures that we have around this city, whether it's sports or not. And I want to keep this. I don't want to. I'm not playing dead or alive, but I want it to be people that are still with us. So we know Harry Callis was a treasure, Richie Ashburn a treasure, but let's keep it to people that are still around. And you can go sports or non-sports. Who are some of your treasures in Philadelphia? Give me 3.
I got my number 1.
My number 1 is non-sports.
Who is it?
Jim Gardner.
Okay, that was my number 1.
Was it really?
That was my number 1.
I am not home. My wife would tell you if we were ever on like the Newlywed Game, is it where I am not home in Philadelphia when we would visit,
right?
Until I heard the Action News thing and heard Jim Gardner say, and the big story on Action News tonight.
Yeah,
that Jim Gardner
treasure.
Yes, Jim Gardner is a treasure.
You can maybe even include sports, and he might be the biggest Philadelphia treasure we have right now.
Jim Gardner is a treasure,
right?
Yes, he is a local treasure. He's unique to this market. And he was anchoring Action News when I was in grade school.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still going strong.
I had a real bad problem with insomnia on Sunday nights when I was in grammar school. And the Action News theme coming on, it would give me anxiety. Like, oh, my God, it's 11 o'clock and I'm still awake because I was like 6th grade. Yeah, but Jim Gardner was always that soothing voice that you had.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And he
That's
still
not bad.
is.
Jamie, you have one? That's a treasure?
I guess I'm pretty fat because I went to food a bunch of times.
No, that's
that's
fine.
not bad.
The pork and broccoli Rob DeNick sandwich at Reading Terminal Market is
gosh.
a freaking treasure.
That is awesome.
That's a great sandwich.
That
is a
That
great
is a
when
great
people come to
sandwich.
Philly and say, "Oh, I got to get a cheesesteak," I go, "No, just go to Reading Terminal and get a DeNick's. Cheesesteaks are great. Philly should be just as known for the pork and broccoli Rob with sharp pros."
Okay, tell me is it open?
I believe so.
Reading
Yes.
Terminal Market's back open?
Yes.
The smell going. There's certain stands.
Oh yeah.
I call them stands. I guess it's not stands. They're storefronts or whatever.
Right, right,
That
right. Kinda
you-
stands,
That
yeah.
you walk by.
Yeah.
That is one of them.
Oh,
that's one. The Smuckers. The Smuckers for my Scrapple sandwich in the morning is another one.
Bassett's ice cream in there. Ooh.
Yeah, the Bassett's ice cream. My daughter never wants to miss that. They have the big long
Oh
where
yeah.
you can
Oh,
sit
yeah,
down
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
The counter.
Oh my gosh, there's so many places.
The Amish
See, I think
breakfast
food,
pretzel roll.
See, I think food is that's very uniquely that's
It's a
so
treasure.
tied to this market.
Yeah. I also have John's and Pop's water ice and soft pretzels written down.
There you go.
Soft pretzel, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, my number 1 was Jim Gardner. He's the only one I wrote down.
Wait a minute, you have no other treasures around here?
No, well. But I do have another one
Oh, okay.
because I think Jamie's were great. It's in the same realm as Jamie's. Wawa.
A Wawa is a treasure.
And let me tell you, you don't truly appreciate Wawa, and John, you would know this, until you're out of Wawa
Yeah.
and
country.
you don't have Wawa.
Until it's 9 p.m. and you're in you-know-what, New York, and the whole town just shut down, and you're like, what am I going to do for food? I'm hungry.
Okay.
And that's when Wawa comes up clutch.
Last year, down at spring training, with when I was working in Auburn, we went over and we're down there for Brave spring training, and they had just opened up a Wawa in right in this area of Northport, Florida. The Wawa had lines.
Wow. Because people that came down.
The transplants you would wait to park your car. You could never pull into the lot at any time where you didn't have to wait for a parking space or sort of someone's double parking up on the side to get into the Wawa. And the lines for a sandwich were huge. I mean, were huge.
That's awesome.
All these people. And so I took all of the people from Albuquerque that I worked with. I said, our hotel was right near it. I said, here, you've always heard me talk about Wawa. Let's go to Wawa. They fell in love with Wawa.
How could you not?
They were like, they're going in for breakfast. Oh, I went to the Wawa this morning, got a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
They're in Wawa going to bring something back to the room at night. They're going in and going, this place is great.
Oh, I usually hit it twice a day.
So you do hit a Wawa twice a day. I walk to mine now from the apartment.
And it's great because you're going to get to know the people. They know you.
Yeah.
They know what you get.
What does Jamie call the one that I'll be when I move out to Chester County at some point here?
The Taj Mawawa?
The Taj Mawawa.
Yeah.
Where you have the entrances from both sides of the road.
The huge ones. We were vacationing 1 week. We go to Ocean City, New Jersey, right? So I walk to the Wawa every morning. I get the papers, I'll get coffee, whatever. In the span of the first 3 days I was there on vacation a few years ago, first day, Jay Wright's in there. Second day, I go in, Franny McCaffrey's in there. I'm sitting there talking hoops for like a half hour.
Dropper.
Yeah, for like a half hour outside of Wawa.
At the Wawa.
Just because you're down the
By the
street,
way,
but it's
where is the
Wawa.
Wawa in Ocean City?
34th Street.
There's two.
Right?
Well, yeah,
there's one down around 8th, isn't there?
Yeah, down 9th Street.
Yeah, by the
two
Pacini's.
entrances into
There
the
you
yes.
go.
Yeah,
Gotta
it's a good
love
spot.
that.
I have the Roots.
Oh,
the Roots are a
great.
Philadelphia
We
treasure.
haven't even done a sports one. That's awesome. Bernie
not gonna-
Perron is my sports one.
Joel Embiid's
Bernie's
mine.
so good.
I would
can't be a
go
treasure
Dr.
yet.
Shay.
It's too early to
can.
be a treasure.
He brings me joy.
He's not buried yet.
The Palestra.
Yeah, I love the
Jerry
Palestra.
Blavitt.
All right.
They get her.
All right, now there is a water ice story, though, that popped into mind when you said that. You brought up water ice.
Yeah. I used to live right by John's. Oh,
Okay,
baby.
there was a water ice place quickly in Southwest Philly that my friend Pam and Patty said, oh, we got to go get the best water ice in Southwest Philly. So someone may actually know this place. It was in somebody's house. You literally walked into somebody's house. This is 25 years ago or more, probably 30 years ago. You walked into somebody's house, like through their screen door, and their living room was a water ice place.
That's awesome.
In Southwest Philly. So we walk in, and Dad is watching TV on a chair in an elevated living room, and he goes, Maria, get out of the tub. You have to make the water ice.
Oh, my God.
So
I would have turned around and walked away.
Maria, no, but they said the water ice is so great.
Mama Maria's?
What was it?
And this is 2900 Aramingo Ave, but it's called Mama Maria.
No, this was Maria's. Yeah. Maria, get out of the tub. You have to make the water ice. So Maria comes down. We get the water ice. Well, so we get back out to the car. We're walking out the car, and the water ice was spectacular. And Patty Burns, if you know Patty, she says to me, something stinks. We're sitting in the car eating the water ice, and she goes, something stinks. I had cat poop all over my shoe. So she goes, oh, my God, you have cat poop all over your shoes. She goes, you got to get napkins or something. I don't have napkins. So I had to walk back in to the place to get napkins. When I walked back into the place, I saw the shoe print where my shoe had gone into the cat poop.
Inside the house?
Yes.
Oh.
I had gotten the cat poop on my shoe.
And you're eating that water ice.
No, they were in the car. They hadn't. So I said, oh, my gosh. So the cat poop became a cat poop water ice.
I wonder if the FDA visited that.
I don't know if it still exists. If anybody knows this
was
place.
Maria in a towel when she made the
No, she came down the road. She came down the road.
making you prison water
But
ice.
when I walk in to get napkins, I said, I just need napkins. I need to grab some napkins. And I look down, and there's my shoe print. Oh. I had stepped in the cat poop and put it into the carpet. Oh, that's gross. That is absolutely gross. This guy may be too good to be the Eagles' backup quarterback. That's where the next half hour begins on the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Flyer fans, I know you're excited to get back into the arena, and restrictions are being lifted all around. But if you're not able to get tickets or you're not quite ready to go to games in person, you can still have an absolute blast watching the games with your friends and family with the ultimate Hockey in Your Sockies giveaway I've been telling you about from Coors Light and The Fanatic. One lucky Flyers fan is going to win an outdoor Flyers viewing party that includes an outdoor projector and big screen so you can watch the games outside, custom-made Coors Light Flyers socks and onesies so you can watch in style, plus $1,000 in cold hard cash for everything else you might need to keep your spirits up and like plenty of cold Coors Light, the only beer that was literally made to chill. So I want you to get registered now because the contest is running out. Go to the contest page on 97.5thefanatic.com. Just a few more days to enter it, so do it today. It's the ultimate Hockey in Your Sakis giveaway, and there's just a few days left, and it's presented by Coors Light. Coors Light is an official partner of your Philadelphia Flyers.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Here's Simmons down the lane. Oh, baby. A right-hand windmill jam.
Sixers, Knicks, tonight at 8 on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Get a quote at geico.com.
Because I want to talk about my uncle's family, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Uncle Greg and Uncle Paul going all out for the Jeep Celebration event. Get huge steals, humongous deals on your favorite models. Drive home a new Jeep 4x4 today for $159 down or $159 a month. Your choice. Complete the entire buying process online. Just shop, click, and drive. They'll even deliver right to your doorstep. You rather visit the showroom? They make that easy and safe, too. Your safety's still family's number one priority, and they take extra precautions to protect you and your vehicle. Just schedule an appointment. They'll take care of the rest. Celebrate 80 years of Jeep at Philly's original Jeep dealer. Family. Call, click, or go visit them today. The Philadelphia Airport Auto Mall. Just remember, family, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. You're more than a customer. Yeah, you're family. Online anytime at familyautos.com. See the uncles for details. The offer expires March 31st, 2021. Hey, it's cause it's tax time. That time of year again. And if you're self-employed, have several unfiled returns or tax debt, or need someone local that can work with local tax issues, then please know you don't have to deal with the IRS alone. Instead, call the pros at Strategic Tax Resolution. They succeed for their clients who, like you, may have delinquent tax returns, like their client Curtis, a small business owner who did not pay estimated tax payments and as a result owed $44,000. Well, Curtis hired Strategic Tax Resolution. Greg and the squad, they were able to settle Curtis's IRS tax bill for just $1,620. That's right. This is just one of the many successful outcomes thanks to the team at Strategic Tax Resolution. Don't go at it alone when you don't have to. Call for a free consultation with a licensed tax expert. Don't wait any longer. Get Greg and the team at Strategic Tax Resolution on your side. Call 484-915-3100. That's 484-915-3100 or search Strategic Tax Resolution.
It's time for some straight talk. Your tax return could look different this year, but you're still going to hear a lot of noise about how to spend it. So when the big carriers tell you to splurge on the latest nonsense, just tune it out. With Straight Talk, you can get a Samsung Galaxy A51 for just $199. Plus, get the $45 unlimited talk, text, and data plan with no contract on America's best networks for up to 50% less. Tune out the nonsense and tune in to Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
Hey, what do you want to da-da-da? I don't know. What do y'all think we should da-da-da? Well, what did we da yesterday? Yesterday. All the dolls feel like the same doll these days. I know. Like, is today Monday or Tuesday? Today is Thursday. Oh, no, I forgot to call my mom on her birthday. Oh, no.
These days, nothing is normal and everything is weird. But you could still save big when you switch to Progressive. That won't change. Not today or any day.
Quote today at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
You run a business and you need better wireless. 3 words, no more compromise. With the T-Mobile Business Advantage, you get the largest 5G network, award-winning customer support, and insanely great value. No trade-offs. Right now, get up to 90 days of unlimited free on business plans when you switch via bill credits. Stop in to find out more. Plus taxes and fees for some plans. Complete port within 60 days. Customers over 50 gigabytes per month have lower speeds during congestion. Video at 480p unlimited on our network. See T-Mobile.com for 5G devices coverage and plan details.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business and powered by Intel Core processors. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more. All with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Again, that's 877-ASK-DELL.
Morning, Privates! Good morning, Drill Sergeant! I mean, seriously, what a pleasant morning. The sun is shining and the birds are chirping. You seem to be in a good mood today. Astute observation.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
They're even shaped like hearts. So, in lieu of the obstacle course today, I propose a nice meditative nature walk. Does that sound delightful to everyone? Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Happy Heart Shapes are back for a limited time. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
When water strikes, call DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Water in your basement, minor leaks, or moisture on the walls could all cause major damage to your home, allow mold to grow, and even weaken the structure of your home. Call the leader in basement waterproofing, DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. They provide free consultations and foundation assessments, and just by mentioning the Mike Missinelli Show, you can save 15%. Don't let water damage ruin your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
Honey, we need to clear the air.
I'm sorry, and I promise it'll never happen again.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The Bryan Evolution Air Purifier captures and kills up to 99% of select viruses and bacteria. And Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors will do whatever it takes to provide your family with this healthier, cleaner air, including great financing offers on a new energy-efficient system. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
March's biggest tournament is finally here. It's that wonderful time of the year. And DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is putting the customers in the center of the action. New customers, that is. Bet $4 on the underdog. Win $256 if they win. It's that simple. Pick one of the many select college basketball underdogs for your shot at winning $256, and all it takes is $4. One $4 bet, you can walk away with $256. Don't worry if college basketball isn't for you. DraftKings Sportsbooks offers great odds on promotions on golf, hockey, and so much more. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code FANATIC when you sign up to turn $4 into $256 if the underdog of your choosing pulls off the upset. That's code FANATIC for a limited time, only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Think of this show as your reward for having to listen to all those political ads this past year.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on The Fanatic on this Tuesday morning. Hopefully you're having a great day. Does any of you know how to get the pollen count for Philadelphia?
I think it's high today because Jamie is sneezing his butt off.
Because you really are sneezing today.
Yeah, today's rough.
Find out if you can get the pollen count, the number, because because I've been hearing, I am not being.
It looks like weather.com has something, a 15-day allergy forecast.
Do they have a number, though? Did they put the number on it? Because I'm hearing from everybody how bad the allergies are.
Oh, mine and Jamie and I were struggling today.
Okay, today is going to be the because
I don't see a number.
Because the number
just a very high, moderate, and very low scale.
Because they talk about the numbers. The numbers are usually like people will complain. It's like the pollen count today is like 200. Pollen count today is like 180.
And people just make stuff up.
And I'm like, the pollen count today, where my girls live in that city that I don't mention, will be close to 1,100.
Yeah.
We would get 2,000s.
Wow.
It's terrible. If you would go, we would do the show right now. If we were doing the show in Albuquerque, we would park the car in the morning, come out after our show.
Green.
And I could write on your windshield, Bob.
Yeah.
With my finger.
You know who would know the pollen count? I'll bet you in Philadelphia.
I bet Adam Joseph would know it.
You know, Adam, or Carl, if you're listening, if you could wake Adam up or
Carl's
let him know.
Actually our loyal listener.
Carl's the man.
Let's be honest.
If Adam could let us know.
Adam doesn't really give a flip about us. I'm just being honest. You know.
No, that's not true.
What is that?
Yeah, I have
No.
it.
What's the number?
It's according to Weatherbug.
Weatherbug?
Yeah, it's 1.2. It says pollen.
No, but there's a number that actually goes on it. It's not 1.2.
Yeah, that's what it says here, 1.2.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's a different graph. There's an actual number. Somebody
It's
will
low,
have it.
actually. It says
Somebody will
today's
know.
pollen count is low.
Because it's because the numbers are so outrageous. I am enjoying not having, because right now I would normally be just dying from the pollen.
Adam Joseph, we need you.
Come on, if you know the number, give us the number. Hey, real estate developers, Spring Garden Lending specializes in bridge loans that help you acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Now offering 30-year fixed-rate permanent financing, you can get Spring Garden Lending on your side faster than a bank and cheaper than alternative lenders. Jamie, would you like to explain why you may be taken out in cuffs?
This is
No.
Yeah,
This isn't a linchpin.
I got a summons in the mail yesterday.
Our perfect show just ended.
I see.
Well, wait
State-
a minute. Your mother's missing, by the way.
Yeah,
Aren't you worried about your mom?
Nah, she texted me. She said she's on her way.
Does that mean she's listening?
She brought coffee cake for lunch.
We're on her time.
So I got a letter in the mail yesterday.
Okay.
It says state of Pennsylvania, and I'm going, all right, that's a little weird.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't like that. So I opened it up, and it's a summons for an unpaid parking ticket, mind you, from February 9th.
Are you sure it's of this year?
Yes, it says, 2021. It says date of offense. I've been into the city twice since October.
That was a Tuesday.
Yes, I looked it up.
And you didn't go into the city on that
I
day?
have zero recollection of being in the city. It said I was on North Spring Garden Street. Don't know why I would have been there. It doesn't have a number on it, so it's just generic North Spring Garden. And it says basically a bench warrant will be put out for me if I don't pay the fine by a certain date.
Does it have a picture of your car?
No, so I tweeted Philly PPA, and we're going to exchange some info over DMs.
So they did reach out.
I called them a terrorist organization once.
Why would you do that?
Ever since I did that.
They respond quickly.
Yeah,
to
they
you?
respond quickly to me. But I have no recollection of being in the city on this date. I didn't get a paper ticket. I'm really hoping they can produce a picture of my car because I don't recall being there. And why the hell is there a summons out 6 weeks after the ticket?
Though, you are not saying, though, that you know you were not there. There's no way you were there. You're
There's
saying,
a
I don't
possibility?
recall. How could you have a possibility of not knowing where you were?
I can't think of
Really? You do that? In a section of town you don't live?
You could be running anywhere for stuff.
To Spring Garden Street?
Well, for me, it's
That's
a little
an odd
different
place
now.
to end up.
But like if I was working
Aren't
my
there a
old
lot of
job,
hookers on that street there, Pat?
God.
Well, he has been talking about Malik Hooker a lot.
He has been. He's been obsessed with Hooker all week.
Is
Hookers
it
in Las
parking or
Vegas.
moving? Is it a moving
Parking.
parking?
They said parking where the sign said I couldn't. I have no recollection of what they're talking about.
Okay, what are businesses on Spring Garden Street that you might
I went to the Vibe place to get my COVID rapid test back in October, maybe early November.
Okay.
That's the only time I remember being on Spring Garden anywhere. So now
is
apparently I have to pay it before there's a warrant out for my arrest.
Do they have a number?
Did you go to an eating establishment in Northern Liberties?
No.
No.
I haven't been out to eat.
Yards?
No.
Yards is on Spring Garden.
I haven't been anywhere.
Okay.
I have
Just wanna
no
make
idea
sure.
what's going on.
Because if you are arrested, it's going to reflect very poorly on this program.
Well,
Yes. I don't have outstanding tickets either. Like,
Yeah. I have to ask
Scofflaw.
you, John,
Yes.
because you and I have children the same age. Although Olivia isn't driving yet.
No, she is driving.
Oh, she is driving.
Oh, she drives.
Okay.
She just does, she just doesn't really like to drive.
So I'm relating this to Jamie's story here. We get something in the mail about a week and a half ago. Same thing, but it's from the state of New Jersey. Open it up. Moving violation, went through a toll without paying, and a picture of the car. So it's in this place in New Jersey, and Donna immediately is like, where were you? And I'm like, nowhere. I looked up the day. I wasn't anywhere. So now I know that I'm free of guilt. I know I'm free of guilt. Is it bad that I'm like happy that one of my kids did it?
Yeah, you want to figure out who did it.
We figured out we're going, and then finally it's Bobby, come here. And he's like, oh, yeah. So I was happy because I've been that person before where
The one thing is, I know I'm going to be getting one of those. Because when did you ever be able to get off the turnpike where you can't pay?
Yeah.
Like, when did that start? They don't have toll capers.
I've seen that
and
once
they
or
say
twice.
There's no cash.
Yeah.
So what do they do?
So they're supposed to bill you so what happened?
I better not be getting a ticket for doing that.
You shouldn't. No. What happened during the pandemic was they didn't want you exchanging money, right? So they
Which,
closed
by the way,
down.
is just idiocy.
So they closed down everything. So all they would do was bill you.
Okay, so they're going to bill me. Okay, well then I have no
Do
problem.
you have Easy Pass?
Yes. No, I do not have one yet because I didn't have a car.
But you will get one.
Now I have a car. So I order the Easy Pass online.
Yeah.
Order it online.
Bob's vehemently against them.
Yeah, because Bob knows that he thinks there's some
But
corruption.
like if you had gone through with your Easy Pass, all you would do is give them your transponder number and you'd be cleared.
That's good then.
Yeah.
Hey, Pets Plus Natural, locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Their number one priority is to help your pets live happier, healthier, and longer lives. With curbside pickup and local home delivery available, check out petsplusnatural.com. In the linchpin, this guy, Jamie, thinks may be too good.
This is the linchpin.
The Eagles have been tied, naturally, because of the ties to the Colts, to Jacoby Brissett as a potential backup quarterback. I think he's a little too good to be the backup quarterback here. Now, he's a guy, he's not great. He's probably a bottom 10 starting quarterback if he has a starting job. But he's a guy that, with a solid defense in Indy, was able to keep them afloat and, keep them competitive. I think it's a little too good to be backing up Jalen Hurts. And the reason I say that is because we have a serious backup quarterback problem in this town. The next guy is always going to be it. And I don't want to see Jalen Hurts after 4 games, if he's struggling, have to deal with it all over. Give us Jacoby! Because it's going to happen.
Sounds like you in the earlier segment about Reese Hoskins.
I don't think that's good for the development of Jalen Hurts. I think a Joe Flacco type, the guy that knows he's the mentor, that knows he's on the downside of his career, is a much better signing than somebody that can actually keep a team afloat like Jacoby Brissett can. So I think it's too good of a backup.
I'll tell you this, I would take Jacoby Brissett over a name that I keep hearing, Tyrod Taylor.
I think he's too good for a backup too. Same school.
I don't want to see Tyrod Taylor. I really don't want to see it.
Jacoby Brissett, I was on board with what Jamie said when I saw it last night, that he had this headline there. But looking at his numbers, this is how bad. I agree with you, Jamie. But this is how bad you want your backup to be, or
I want a bad backup,
just to be a mentor. Like Jacoby Brissett has had 2 seasons of that being the full-time starter. He's 11-19, 31 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He never averaged more than 200 passing yards a game.
One thing I do know, though, is that he will absolutely not make these stupid mistakes.
Yeah, he kind of just keeps you afloat.
What I want. Exactly.
Yeah,
he's a tread water guy.
A game manager.
They got on him because he wouldn't take chances throwing balls into tight,
he got
into tight
sacked
windows
a
and stuff.
ton,
Yes,
too.
he was holding on to the ball too long.
God! Do you guys agree that if Jalen Hurts struggled, people would yell for Jacoby Brissett? Like, that's almost how I view how you sign your backup quarterback now is, all right, are the Hoagie Mouse upstairs in the 200 level going to be yelling for this guy if Hurts struggles? Because I want Hurts the chance to play through his struggles.
So do I. I'm never going to underestimate the Hoagie Mouse because they are a unique treasure to this market. But no, they won't be chanting for. No one chants Jacoby. Jacoby. No, it doesn't even roll off.
It doesn't roll off well.
See, here's the backup quarterback in a nutshell. It has to be a guy where a Hoagie Mouse says, well, what are you going to do? Put in Jacoby Brissett? And everybody agrees, nah, you're not going to do that. Brissett, people might say, yeah, give him a shot.
That's my fear.
If you go with Joe Flacco and a guy says, what are you going to do? Put in Flacco? Everybody says, nah, you got to stick with Hurts. Well, that's your backup quarterback right there.
Yeah, I know, but Flacco was okay with the Jets last year. Maybe people go, yeah.
No, unless they're from Audubon, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Have you met Eagles fans?
They're just friends of the thing. Yes.
I'm on your side here, dude.
No, I know, but I think it's almost like I don't know who. Like Joe Flacco might even be too good now that I'm saying this out loud.
I'm so excited to see Jalen Hurts get his chance to, because nothing would be better than if he turned out to be something.
Oh, it would be
awesome.
It'd be great. It's the biggest position on the team that you don't have to fill and waste top draft capital. That's the dream scenario right there.
Plus, complete DNA of a leader, completely accepted in his locker room as a guy that people can follow. I mean, he's got all the intangibles, but I just need to see Jalen Hurts give you so much more, and I want him to have his opportunity. And I want him to have like 10 games. I want him to have like
At
10
least.
starts. If he's crappy, I can tell in 10 games.
Okay.
I'll be able to tell in 10 games.
So what do you do? Now, I'm going to go with your other argument. Okay, so what? You're taking him out for what? To put somebody in better, to give you a better chance to win? That's the antithesis of what you want.
I'm fine with that. But I'm saying as far as making the decision.
Okay.
10 starts will be more than enough for me to know, because I saw 4.
Okay.
And I saw that he has to take huge steps forwards off what I saw in the 4, because after halftime, every single opponent figured out what Jalen Hurts was doing.
It's a weird...
Except the Redskins.
The backup quarterback
Washington
signing
football team game
is a weird spot this year, because you don't want somebody good.
We can't have Alex Smith. You cannot have Alex Smith here.
He was uncomfortable to watch.
But you can't have him here.
No, again,
because
he's too
people would
good.
chant
Yes,
for Alex
of course.
Smith.
What about RG3?
I feel like we have such a backup quarterback problem in this town. Almost anybody is going to get yelled for if Hurts struggles.
Here's the only thing with RG3. I want the backup quarterback to be seen and not heard. RG3 is a look at me guy. I don't want that. He is constantly trying to draw attention to himself, even as a backup quarterback.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm out.
I mean, the way this gets squashed in the beginning is you need the coaching staff to come out and say, look, we're riding high or low with Jalen Hurts. We're giving him a full season to see what he is, and that's what's going to be. And, come hell or high water, he's our man.
Again,
and
you know
see what
Eagles
happens
fans.
there. Yeah, no, I hear you.
It is absolutely, though, a problem in this fan base.
Sure.
The obsession with the backup quarterback.
Absolutely.
And there are many fan bases that are known for it, mainly because of the fact is it's not been a position that has been secure in this town. There were, even when Randall was quarterback, people were frustrated with Randall Cunningham. We talked about Jaws.
Yeah.
Jaws got terrorized.
Yeah.
I mean, just terrorized during his playing career. One of the toughest SOBs I ever saw play quarterback in the NFL. Took a beating. And so this city is obsessed with backup.
Yeah.
And a lot of backup players.
Yeah.
Backup players they haven't seen. And this is the city that celebrates Buddy Ryan.
Sure.
And criticized Andy Reid. That's another one that just makes me say, sheesh.
Would you guys want to draft a quarterback? Like, let's just make up Kyle Trask goes in the 4th round. Would you want your backup to come from a rookie, or do you want the mentor?
No, it has to be a mentor. If you're going to give Jalen Hurts the best chance to succeed, it's got to be a mentor. It's got to be a mentor.
Yeah, I'd like a mentor, but I wouldn't mind a third quarterback like being that 4th, 5th round guy. And Trask is an interesting name.
Yeah, Brian Johnson, obvious ties to him.
Yeah, a lot of people like him.
I know that Beers with Bob is returning.
Yeah, it is.
Beers with Bob. We got the news. Beers with Bob is returning tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, tomorrow, 6 to 7.
St. Patrick's Day. Ironically, St. Patrick's Day is when Beers with Bob returns. How appropriate.
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
So Andrew and I are back. Beers with Bob. It's going to be Wednesday, 6 to 7 now.
Okay.
And we start off again tomorrow night. Thank you to FanDuel Sportsbook. We are very, very excited to get it going again.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Do we have a ruling from Coach on whether St. Patrick's Day, now St. Patrick's Day, I'm very heartbroken that we are not going to be out at a establishment that serves adult beverages, because that has always been my routine on St. Patrick's Day. Coach, what about a beer with Bob in the morning on St. Patrick's Day? Many of our listeners will be out and enjoying themselves. We can't be out yet, I guess. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah.
There we go. Coach says, yeah.
So we do beers tomorrow morning?
I say one.
Yeah!
I think he's in the spirit of things.
Okay.
In the spirit of things.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Sounds delicious.
Sound good? Does that sound really good?
I'll bring it in.
I've never said no.
So you're bringing it in?
I'll bring it in, yeah.
Okay, Bob's bringing it in. All right, beer with Bob tomorrow morning.
No problem.
In the show. That is absolutely great. Like that. I'm going to flat say it too, is that because now I've gotten the text from my friend who is obsessed with the Buddy Ryan conversation. You're ridiculous. Most people would agree with me.
No, I think he's the most overrated thing in Eagles history.
He and the rest, and he is a hoagie mouth. He is a hoagie mouth. And you are a hoagie mouth. Stop texting. I'm doing a show. The Buddy Ryan obsession in this town was, to me, one of the most aggravating parts of my hometown fan base that I never understood. And yes, there were some great moments in the Buddy Ryan era.
I understood it. I just completely disagree with it.
There were people in the Andy Reid era arguing that Buddy Ryan was more of a...
Yikes.
Oh, my gosh. The Buddy Ryan obsession in this town I never got.
Well, he blitzed, he hated Dallas, and he had a great defense.
That's fine.
He just neglected the other side of the ball.
He also never produced a winner.
No. Yeah.
He never even got a playoff win.
How many of the greatest defenses ever don't have playoff wins? You know what I mean?
It was such a shame. It really was. If his ego would have allowed him to have a real offensive guy come in here and teach Randall Cunningham, and you had some. Keith Jackson was a great tight end. You had a decent offensive line.
Keith Jackson, tight end. Yeah, boy, quarterback's best friend. That was in the song.
Buddy's watching you.
Buddy's watching you. Then he goes, that was the song. Keith Jackson, tight end. Yeah, boy, quarterback's best friend. Something about hands of gold. Hands of gold.
You love singing.
I love Keith Jackson, tight end. He was great. But I
don't remember.
Oh, my gosh. It's
You don't remember Buddy's watching you?
Buddy's watching you.
It was catchy.
And the Philly fans are too. And you better hold that line. Hold it. If you don't, you're gonna make us go
you to
out
shut
of
the
our
fuck up.
mind. People know that song. It was too.
I missed that.
I'm Eric Allen. They call me the ruler.
That defense
Everyone
was
knows
so
I'm
fun.
cooler than cooler. Hit him high, hit him low. Good God Almighty, got to let the ball go.
Jeez.
It was like I remember that whole song.
Eric Allen should be in Canton.
Obviously.
Yes, he should.
He might be the most underrated Eagle ever. I'm talking out loud here. I haven't put a ton of thought behind this. He might be.
You're right. Well, underrated Eagles guy that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame that isn't yet. And he's probably at the top
By the
of
way,
the list.
can we have an update? I'm not trying to, ask you to channel your inner Natalie here, Pat. Could you give us an update on the poll question?
Horn.
The John Kincade Show.
What word best describes Reese Hoskins?
You're gonna
Underachiever
win.
or underappreciated? 72% agree with John. He is underachiever.
I didn't think that was going to be.
He's an underachiever. He is an underachiever can't be underappreciated. An underachiever can't be underappreciated because we're not appreciating what they do because they never live up to expectations.
Well, we're not appreciating something he does really well because we had expectations of him being a power hitter, is my point.
We do have a case of voter fraud, though.
What do you mean, voter fraud in Pennsylvania?
There might be voter fraud.
That never happens.
Because it looks like all 860 votes are from John Kincaid's cousins.
That never happened. Well, I do have a ton of cousins.
We're looking into it.
I had a lady at church the other day say, how many cousins do you have? And I said, well, Betty was one of 6. Tom was one of 8. And then my extended family is very, very huge. And I've got cousins like everywhere. And especially if you run into one in this area, you most likely have run into one of my relatives. You've run into somewhere. And then there's where the number is. Guy says here, karaoke Kincade. It's like, I remember that song.
He wants to sing so bad.
Yeah, he loves it.
No, I sing so badly.
Well, there's that, too.
That's what I would
All right,
do.
we got good news for Jamie. He might not be going to jail.
Okay, what's that mean?
Although I think it would be good for the show. I agree with you.
You think it would be good if he went to jail?
Yes. So Christian Abate at Christian Abate 4 says, tell Jamie they do that. Just fabricate tickets. Happened to my father. He hadn't been in the city in 5 years, and a parking ticket came to the house.
Wow.
So, yeah,
I never got the ticket
Well, let's
even.
not besmirch them yet.
Yeah, check it deeply.
Check it deeply.
I'm going to.
The problem I've got with the whole scenario is you saying, I don't recollect being there. I would be able to, I think I'd be able to say, I've not been there.
Yeah, I mean,
I have not been on that street.
And my wife hadn't either. Like somebody tweeted me, "Did your wife go into the city?" I said, "No, she's been less places than I have."
See, there you go.
And I haven't been anywhere.
All right, 9:00 hour. The show's coming your way. I do not understand this person in sports. We'll get to it next. John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Everybody needs to chill out from time to time, and a lot of you chill out with Netflix. And a lot of you never put your phone down. That means you want great coverage. That means you want unlimited data. And how about this? If you're 55 and up, have I got a plan for you? It's the Magenta 55 Plus plan. and it includes Netflix. But what do you get? You get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $70 a month. 2 lines, unlimited data, $70 a month. Netflix included, and guess what? There's no other fees above that. It's not $70, then taxes and fees above it that makes it $94. It's $70. It's flat, and you use AutoPay to be able to pay it. I can tell you this, as a satisfied T-Mobile customer from day one, I was a customer of PowerTel. Then they became T-Mobile. And you know why I've never left? Because I've never needed to leave. I got great coverage. I get great rates. I get great customer service. Check out one of their stores in the local area or go to T-Mobile.com or call them today at 1-800-T-Mobile. Tell them Kincade sent you in.
The John Kincade Show. Wow, getting drunk in the morning on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Check out Beers with Bob. Beers with Bob. Tomorrow from 6 to 7 p.m.
Brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win.
Sit back, crack open a cold one, and enjoy Beers with Bob and Andrew Zaljunas. Beers with Bob. Tomorrow from 6 to 7 on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
When you're running a business, you don't have time to worry about slow internet or confusing cybersecurity. So get fast, reliable internet from Comcast Business on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. You can add the advanced security of Comcast Business Security Edge to help eliminate threats. And enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing 24/7 support is just a phone call away. Get fast internet and advanced security made simple so you can bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get started with 100 megabits per second internet for just $69.99 a month for 24 months with a 3-year agreement. And ask how you can add Comcast Business Security Edge. And for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Offer ends 3/28/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second service customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, installation, taxes, and fees are extra and subject to change. Security Edge available when added to Comcast Business Internet for additional monthly charge. Call for details.
Hey, it's Cuz. Listen, spring training isn't just for ball players. You could also get into shape before the warmer weather. Yeah, it only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds with NJ Diet. NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it all for the rest of your life. Not sure if you can do it alone? You're fully monitored by their certified staff, and you'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery. Lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in 40 days, contractually guaranteed with NJ Diet. Located close by in Princeton and Cherry Hill. You don't leave your house. NJ Diet, also available nationwide with live online video consultations. Visit njdiet.com or call 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm giving Jeb's Basement Renovations 1 star. He kept asking me what's behind the walls down there. I'm like, why? What do you know?
No matter how hard you work for your small business, online reviewers will find something to complain about.
And then he's like, you can trust me with the job. And I'm all like, trust?
And while Progressive can't save you from these trolls, we can help you save money on commercial, auto, and business insurance.
Yeah, he charged me less than he said he would, which is lying.
Get a quote online today at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliated and third-party insurers.
Cleanliness and safety are essential to the success of any business. That's why Cintas has introduced our Total Clean program, a one-of-a-kind service that includes scheduled deliveries of essential cleaning supplies, hygienically cleaned uniforms, and on-site sanitizer and disinfectant services to help eliminate germs. Learn what the Cintas Total Clean program can do for you.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
DSC.
There are so many razors out there. How do you choose which one's right for you? Well, at Dollar Shave Club, we got you. With a 6-blade cartridge for daily shavers with short hair and a 4-blade cartridge for less frequent shavers with longer hair. Still confused? Well, we put both blades in one new starter box, so you can test drive both. Check out dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, dollarshaveclub.com/ESPN, and visit DSE at your nearest store. You've got questions, we got answers. Welcome to the club.
Now at a store near you.
It's over. We're going to war. I've never been afraid to swing.
All roads lead to the FX original series, Mayans.
This isn't going to end well for you, brother.
I ain't your brother.
Tonight at 10. Don't miss the special 2-episode premiere.
You think that you can survive without our pipeline? Let me see you try.
Mayans. Premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Next day FX on Hulu.
O'Reilly.
This is Jesse's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
As a nurse, not making it to work was not an option. But driving through the snow with my wiper blades struggling, I just didn't feel safe. So I pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts, and before I knew it, an employee was offering to install the wiper blades on my car. I got to stay out of the snow for a moment, and I still made it to work on time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
If you're waiting for a liver transplant, you should know that the best outcomes happen when you go in healthier, stronger, sooner. That's why the Penn Medicine Transplant Institute offers living donor liver transplantation, which decreases wait time and increases survival. With experience and outcomes unmatched in our region, Penn Medicine Transplant Institute is completely transforming the liver transplant experience. It's another reason why your life is worth Penn Medicine. Learn more at pennmedicine.org/liver transplant.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here, and you know what? There's always that one team, just like Pat Egan, it ruins your bracket. That's why this year I'm betting the tournament on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, America's #1 sportsbook. Because on FanDuel, your first bet is risk-free. It doesn't matter if you're betting on Villanova or Drexel or whoever it may be. New users get up to $1,000 insight credit back if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel has odds on all the action, an easy-to-use app, multiple deposits, and fast withdrawals, and always on promotions. I filled out my bracket the other day. I've been saying it, and I'm sticking to it. I like Michigan. I do. I like it. FanDuel wants to make you a millionaire. Yes, you. They're giving you away $1 million to one lucky bettor. New and existing users get an additional shot at the payout every day you bet the tourney. So if you want a shot at becoming a millionaire, even a thousandaire, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Just use promo code Bob so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Bob. Must be 21 or older and present in New Jersey or Pennsylvania. No purchase necessary. Restrictions apply for $1 million drawing. Risk-free offer for first online real money wager only. Site credit is non-withdrawable and expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Can we wrap this up? I need to get home in time for General Hospital.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us. It's the John Kincade Show. It's 97.5 The Fanatic. Hopefully we are your morning problem, obsession, habit, whatever you want to use. And all I will start this hour with before we begin here is T-Dog has absolutely redeemed herself.
Oh. It's about damn time.
Oh, my gosh. Pat, your mama's coffee cake?
It was a smorgasbord.
It is so exceptionally great. That would end up on Anthony's tasty items. When Anthony does his tasty items.
That was a nice item.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
But this is my problem with her, okay? Because you guys are heaping a lot of praise on the woman, and I get it, okay?
She's your mother.
She called me a produced you. So. Yeah, she called me a bandwagon fan on the way out.
Yeah, she called Jamie a bandwagon fan, which I appreciate.
Why? Because you pretend to be a big Five fan?
Exactly.
No, I don't pretend to be. I'm a big Five fan.
Jamie just cowered and took a lemon square or whatever he took.
There's Walmart alumni everywhere.
But
there's Walmart alumni everywhere. Yeah. Jamie's Walmart alumni.
I have no idea what that means.
That term is, it's a Southern term for people who are
He's describing
fans of teams that have no association with the school. So they're Walmart alumni. They go to Walmart and they buy the T-shirt of the school. They have no ties to it, but they root for that school. They're called Walmart alumni.
I got this hoodie at
I
Modell's.
grew up going to LaSalle games. I went to Steve Lapis basketball camp. I went to Temple games.
What's your school, though?
The Big Five.
No, what is your school?
I have 5 of them. They're like my son.
No, what is your school?
Division 3, so
Well,
I'm
then
not
that's your
applicable.
school.
No.
That's your school.
Yeah, in Division 3 tournament,
That's your
sure.
school.
No.
And guess what? Then pick one.
The Big Five. I picked the Big
Then
Five.
pick a school.
No.
Then pick a school.
I'm cheering
you
for
don't have
Coach
to.
Spiker and the Drexel Dragons.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
I'm cheering for Villanova. Let's go.
It's all right. Then just if we have the tape, to be able to tape up the ankles before when's the first game? Saturday? Get everybody's ankles taped up.
Friday or Saturday, right?
So you can jump onto Drexel's bandwagon, then
Hell
jump
yeah.
onto. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Get the ankles.
Love it.
Get them all taped up. You know the bracket challenge is going on right now. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com and enter. You could win. If Bob Cooney gave you advice, you might win $1 million. You might win $1 million. Parks Casino helps to bring this to you. The 97.5 The Fanatic. Fantastic tournament challenge going on right now. Somebody's going to win $1,000. So you can email Bob and ask for advice, too. You can get him right through the station. Go to the website. Bob knows basketball very well. He's very good at this. He may be able to pick you the critical upset that wins you the $1,000. But Bob's competing, too. He's competing with all of us. So we're
That's
all
right.
entering here. Have you guys entered yet?
Yeah, I'm in.
The only people I see are Devon and myself on the banner. Have you done this yet?
I have it done. I just have to plug it in.
Okay.
I'm good.
Here's somebody that I do not understand as we start the 9 o'clock hour. Zion Williamson summed up an attitude yesterday, 2 nights ago, on ESPN that I don't really grasp. So they asked Zion in a post-game interview, ask him about the NCAA tournament. And he says, I don't care. If Duke's not in it, I'm not interested. And I don't take issue with a one-and-done guy caring about college basketball, though I do find the opinion extremely strange. What I can't understand is not being a fan of the sport. I love NFL football. The Eagles are a personal obsession. I am addicted to the Phillies, but I'm a fan of Major League Baseball. The 76ers stunk purposely for years, so I had to lean on being more of an NBA fan. My alma mater's never been a powerhouse in football, and in hoops, they've completely fallen off the map in embarrassing fashion. But I still love the sports. Am I alone here, or is anyone else just a fan of a team and not a sport? I've never heard of this before. To the point that you give no interest to the sport if your team is out of it, it just sounds dumb to me. But I might be the one in your eyes that's dumb. That's where we begin the 9 o'clock hour with Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, Pat Egan, and the coach Eric Camille. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I've never heard of this before, this idea of, I'm just a fan of a team. I'm not a fan of the sport.
Yeah, it is odd.
That's
and
weird to me.
It's very weird. But here I think is the caveat. Duke brainwashes people. Man, it is a cult like no other. It's amazing, these kids that come out of Duke. It is Duke or nothing, Duke basketball or nothing, world be damned, I don't care. I've spoken with many people. When Jahlil Okafor was here, his biggest regret in life was not going back to Duke, even though he came out and signed a big contract. Oh, my God. I'm
he
not
worries about that.
I'm not talking behind Jalil's back. I did a magazine article on him, brought him to tears when he and I were sitting alone talking about it, about how much he missed being at Duke. Now,
wow.
Yeah. Ala Abdel Nabi, and Ala knows it. Ala and I have gone out to dinner with other Duke players. No. Other Duke players.
And Ala
dropper.
It is a cult, and it's neat. I don't mind it, but I think that's where it mostly comes from. Zion's like, it's Duke basketball. There is no college
and if
basketball.
Duke's not in it, and
exactly.
To me, there's nothing worse than. To me, it's. You're the sports fan. Oh, I'm a big sports guy and everything. Oh, Duke. They're college hoops. Let's talk college hoops. Oh, Duke's having a crappy year. Oh, well, I don't talk about college hoops anymore.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, I'm a Cowboys fan when the Cowboys are good. When they're not good, I don't even talk football. Yeah, because you're a stinking bandwagon jumper. But more importantly, I don't get to understand. I'm a fan of every sport. I can watch them all without my Philly teams being in it.
They don't mean what they say. Like, you're telling me Zion Williams doesn't like college basketball? It's basketball.
Yeah, but he's not paying attention to it.
I also don't believe him. Why would he lie?
Why is he lying? Why are you?
Because I don't believe him. It's like NFL play. Like, we caught Fletcher Cox in a lie a couple years ago, where he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't watch the NFL." That's a good point. And then he tweeted about a Monday Night Football game somebody dug up from the previous year. Like, these guys like to act like they're above their sport. I don't think you're ever going to hear that from like an alumni that didn't play. This is all an athlete-driven thing. For some weird reason, they like to act like they don't care. They care.
I would imagine it's obvious that you would. I care about your sport. But as a fan, I'm not talking about athletes. I'm more talking about us as fans. I don't understand somebody who is, I like Duke basketball, but if Duke's out, I'm not watching college basketball.
It's actually easier for me to watch when my team has no shot. Because when my team has a shot and then they lose, it's hard for me to flip that switch and just be ready next week.
That's why you've been so easy to watch my alma mater play basketball. Very similar.
I don't know why I have to take shots.
It's my alma mater. I'm allowed to take shots.
It's called Temple. It's not called Kincade University.
I'm allowed to take shots at the disappointment that I feel, the grave disappointment I feel right now.
Wait, let's take a quick poll. Who believes that Zion Williamson won't watch the championship game? I
believe he won't.
1 in 4.
I believe
he's. I'm halfway there. Assuming he doesn't have a conflict.
I don't think he's lying to you. I don't think he's lying to you. I think he'll play video games.
I think he's full.
I think he'll do something like that.
I'm not saying he's tuned into every game. He'll watch the Final Four.
Wow.
Yeah, but this idea that they just because they play basketball, they love basketball, I think is a myth. I mean, these guys have been playing nonstop AAU basketball since they were 7. Then they go professional. I mean, it's a job to them for a lot of them. It's not a passion and love. I think they get burnt out. So when they have free time, I don't think they're watching meaningless college basketball that they don't care about.
I don't think they are either.
I'm talking about the national championship.
No, I understand, but I think there's a ton of guys who do not. Who do not. A lot of guys who do not.
I mean, I'm sure there's some. I don't believe.
Okay, do you think? Okay, this is gonna be terrible. Do you think Charles Barkley watches a lot of college basketball?
A lot. What would you define as a lot? Like
yes, he
3
has
games
to,
a weekend,
John, because he is one of the announcers. That
no,
run the teleprompter to give him the. No,
Charles gets exposed every TNT March Madness because he's. I mean, it's also like Charles isn't watching. Like he might watch Villanova because his daughter went there.
He does not watch
He might watch a couple Auburn games because he went there. But he's not watching Creighton versus.
He's not a fan of the sport. He's a fan of teams.
Yes.
See, I'm a fan of the sport.
But Charles is watching the national championship.
As long as it's not a terrible level, like as long as it's not, I am not watching Maction. I'm not watching the Maction. What night of the week is that? Tuesday night?
Football?
Tuesday night Maction. Tuesday night
Maction's awesome.
I'm not watching it. My man Dustin Fox does a lot of those games. He's very good.
Put some money on it. You'll watch.
No, I'm not watching. No, I'm not watching. I can't sit through it.
Garrett Wolf in Northern Illinois, Salukis, come on.
Hey, attention, Cherry Hill. You can breathe new life into your home's central air for just $49 with Cardwell's No Breakdown Tune-Up Special. Cardwell Heating and Air Conditioning, voted South Jersey's #1 heating and air conditioning contractor. Search Cardwell HVAC. Remember, it's the Sixers and the Knicks tonight at 8 o'clock here on The Fanatic. And I said, what is it here? Sean just pointed out, JK just stopped himself from cursing. Hilarious. You can see it on YouTube. He can see it. Oh,
Did
yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah. I'm not cursing. Not cursing a word that would have gotten us in trouble.
Yeah.
But it's where you just stop yourself from saying something there where you're trying to edit. I need more of T-Dog's coffee cake, and I shouldn't have any more. In Cooney's Corner, let's just say Jersey is up for grabs.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Not New Jersey, John.
Oh!
No. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite. It's Old Jersey.
Old Jersey.
So I told you
Where
guys.
is Old Jersey?
Yeah, it's between
right
Central
near Cherry
and North.
Hill
Yeah, exactly.
Mullica Hill?
Yeah. So the other day, I told you, we talked about this earlier in the show for people that might not have been with us, about how it really warmed me to watch fans going into the arena. I had a reaction that I didn't think I would have. I was generally excited. It brought back, just good feelings of normalcy and what might be. So they're showing people going into the Sixers game. and a younger person was walking into the game with the number 6 and the name Irving on the back. Erving. Look it up if you're too young. His nickname was Dr. J. But I started thinking, like, wow, it's been a while since Doc played. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 86 that he retired. It's quite a long time ago. So I don't think it's a violation whatsoever to have a Dr. J jersey. Like, that's cool as can be. But it's a long time ago. So who are the retro jerseys going back in the 4 majors of this city? Who's the retro jerseys that you can go the furthest back without it being a violation? Like, I don't think anybody's wearing a Chuck Bednarik jersey to an Eagles game.
I've seen it, I think.
So I haven't seen it.
The old school, like, long-sleeved one? I think
Okay.
I've seen that. But it's rare.
Right. So what do you think? I don't want to say violation. I'll say, what's the oldest cool jersey going back in each of the 4?
That you could go?
Richie Ashburn.
No.
Wow.
I think that would be kind of cool.
You
Number
can't
1.
go there, though, can you?
Well, a lot of people aren't going to know who it is.
Richie retired in 61.
That's the oldest I could come up with.
No, to me, the cool
Because if
one-
I saw Richie Ashburn walking by in Ashburn Alley, I'd be like, that's a pretty cool jersey.
I think it's got to be one that potentially people in the fan base actually saw. Your grandparents saw Richie play.
That would be cool, though. Don't you think it'd be cool wearing a number 1 Ashburn?
If you saw an Ashburn jersey walk by at Citizens Bank Park,
it would make me smile just because I loved Richie.
Yeah, you'd go,
Ashburn.
that's cool.
Right.
Absolutely loved Richie.
Because you know the guy wearing it is an absolute seam head.
Just loved him. I would say the oldest you go is Jaworski.
That was in my mind.
That's the oldest you go in Eagles.
Okay, so that's also like mid-'80s.
Well,
Jaworski-
Carmichael was a little before Jaworski, right?
No, Jaworski is mid.
overlap.
I
know they overlap.
Yeah, but Jaworski, though, was still like the heyday was what, 82? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, 78
yeah.
to 82, 79 to 82?
Yeah. Carmichael and Jaworski are good. I don't think you can go anywhere before them.
I don't want Bobby Clark, mainly because of my long-running feud with Bobby Clark.
I don't think you can go much earlier than Clark, though.
Bernie
There's no way you can go earlier.
Pronciolna she can go.
So
Bernie
Bernie's
Pronciolna
the
she can.
coolest of that era.
Yes.
Bernie would be cool if I saw that jersey.
All right, Perrant is it. Sixers, I think it's Doc.
If you saw a Wilt jersey.
Doc's it.
Well,
If you saw a Wilt 13.
Then your grandparents saw it, though. I mean, it's like it's only there are barely people listening to this show that are alive.
Sure, but
that saw him play.
But I'm an NBA junkie, and if I saw a Wilt jersey, I'd go, that's pretty cool. Because it's so out of left field.
But it's also Warriors mostly. Well, you got to get a Sixers
you get the
one.
Philo one.
Yeah. Chamberlain on the back or
You
Wilt?
got one?
Yeah, well, to Bob's point, I have a Dr. J jersey that I bought when the Sixers were really bad. And when you went to the team store, your options were, if you didn't like Nerlens Noel or Michael Carter-Williams, honestly, the only thing they had was Dr. J.
And I didn't like either one of those.
And I didn't like him either, so I bought a Dr. J jersey.
Okay,
but
and
I
he's
would have
awesome.
loved a Charles Barkley jersey. They didn't
weren't
have
selling
them.
Barkley
They don't
jerseys?
sell them down there for whatever reason. They didn't sell them. So I
Wait
think.
a minute.
Yeah. I had a conversation with my rep about it. I'm like,
They
dude, what are you
sell
guys doing?
Nerlens Noel?
They had Nerlens Noel, and
they
had,
didn't have Barkley?
They didn't have Barkley. I had a whole conversation with my rep about this, about how ridiculous it was. They're going through the process. I'm like, you guys would sell more jerseys if you had Barkley and, Malone. And
Absolutely.
I would rock a Hersey Hawkins jersey.
Hershey.
33.
Hershey Hawkins.
Hersey.
No, Hershey they used to call him.
Oh, yeah, but it's Hersey.
The callers
So wait,
would call
we got to
him.
come up with a Phillies because Ashburn might be a little too
It's too
long.
old.
But it's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, but there's barely anybody alive who saw him play.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
talking
give you
about-
cool.
Cool is one thing.
Yeah.
I would say Boa.
Schmidt, Boa,
Schmidt, Boa.
Cash.
Pete Rose, the greatest player in baseball history
Was
I
it?
ever saw. I loved him.
Yeah. Rose, I know he won the championship. I do not consider him a Philly.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, we
have to end the show now.
he's a Red to me. No, I loved what he did here.
We never would have had a parade without Pete
No
Rose.
question. Oh, no
He's
question
the reason
at
we
all.
got it. Hey,
No
America,
question.
it's Ford Truck Month. Get a great deal on Ford Ranger, Ford Super Duty, and the all-new 2021 Ford F-150. Shop online today at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford store. Make sure you are a part of that so you get in there. I don't know. Alan in Villanova joins us. Alan, welcome aboard. How are you, buddy?
I like your show, but why are you making me feel old? is there anybody alive who has seen Wilt? Give me a freaking break. I'm not even 70, and I saw Wilt play many, many times. That's ridiculous.
Alan, is this who I think it is?
No, I don't.
No,
I
have we met? Have we met?
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, I look forward to meeting you. I know someone else in the Villanova area that I thought might be upset with this.
I've met Anthony at a couple of things, but I've never met you, and I'd love to meet you.
Alan, think about this. Wilt, if you're saying you're a Sixers fan and you saw Wilt, okay? We are now at 60 years ago?
I saw him
60-some years ago in Philadelphia?
No, San Francisco Warrior.
No, but I'm saying we're talking about Philly, though, as a Sixer. I mean, we're talking about...
Well, I would have seen him. I grew up in North Jersey. I didn't come to this area to law school in 1973, but I would almost plan... but no, I switched all my allegiances. I'm all Philly now. But when I was growing up, must-see TV, you're probably not familiar with this, ABC, Sunday game of the week. It seemed like every Sunday was Boston, Philadelphia. I would plan everything. I would plan everything around watching.
Now, Alan, you're a lawyer, right?
Yes.
You think you're going to heaven? I always ask every lawyer that.
I say you are, Alan.
Because, Alan, I mean, the thing is, I always wonder.
I'll tell you why. I'll give you the answer that I give some of my clients. When they say some things that are kind of sketchy, I say, look, I may not be as rich as some of the other lawyers, but all I know is I don't have to worry about the U.S. attorney knocking on my door.
There you go. Good job, Alan. Call up anytime,
Thanks,
my man.
Alan.
I ask every attorney that I know.
Do you?
Think you're going to heaven? Because I know a great... I mean, if I ever got in trouble for something... If I ever, pulled out my gun at home and had to use it, there's one call that I'm making. I have a great criminal attorney, and I'm not going to name drop. He's very famous as far as on, CNNs and
Johnny
stuff
Cochran.
like that. No. And so I always ask, I said, how many times do you know that you're defending people that are...
guilty?
And he has a tremendous record of getting people to be able to walk away.
I would imagine that if you're a good soul, that torments you at times.
And guess what? This person is a very good soul.
I can't see how that wouldn't torment you.
He says it's the law, is how he explains it to me. He says it's the law.
Yeah, it's just a way to justify
and
it.
Everybody is...
there's always loopholes, right?
No, by our justice system, all you have to do is convince people that you're not guilty. And he said, and it's the law, and everybody is deserving, every American citizen is deserving of their defense. And this person is brilliant at it. I would absolutely, and I would feel very confident that he'd be able to.
But if, it's almost like an oxymoron, because if you're guilty, there is no defense.
Yeah, but there is, though.
Yeah, because it's a loophole.
No,
and you have
all
to sway
get one of 12.
Human emotion.
All you got to do is get one of 12.
Yeah, that's crap. That
And
doesn't mean you're not.
Yeah,
you're still guilty.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no, you're not guilty if you're not guilty in our legal system.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
No, O.J. Simpson is not guilty of murder.
Okay.
He isn't.
Okay.
He wasn't found guilty.
Yes, you're correct in what you're saying.
Because of the fact that they put a policeman on the stand who couldn't answer the question, did you plant evidence in the case? And the minute that you put him on the stand and the lead detective says, I cannot answer that question. I plead the fifth. When asked, did you plant evidence in the case? Not guilty.
Yeah.
I would have been one of the 12 in the room going, not guilty.
Sue Ellen Mischke should have never tried on that bra.
See, there it is.
You know?
It would have been a totally different situation.
Yeah.
Sue Ellen Mischke went on to what other show?
Oh, that's a good one. She does look familiar.
She was a dead character, and the entire show was narrated by her.
Punchy Mama!
I don't know.
Desperate Housewives.
Never saw it. Wow.
That went on for 7 years.
She was dead and she narrated it?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
I never saw it.
She committed suicide in the very first scene of the first show.
I'm very lucky that my wife doesn't really watch TV that I disagree with.
It was a great show. It was a comedy.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a comedy, drama comedy.
The only thing I remember from it is T.O. and Nicolette Sheridan. Was that her name?
Yes. Nicolette.
Yeah, in the locker room towel scene.
Nicolette. Very, very adorable. Love you, Nicolette. Paige Matheson from Knots Landing. Very, very good. All right, we got time for you to get in with us if you're a lawyer or otherwise. 610-632-0975. The question is, does this man still have the magic? Well, Pat's got blue chews if he doesn't. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. You are going to want to be part of college hoops action. You're going to want to be watching all the games. You're going to be wanting to use your basketball expertise and put it to the test. That's why you want the Parx Casino Sportsbook app. Download it today. You can get a risk-free bet of up to $500. And before the tournament begins, you may think that you know the ending. Who's going to win? If you do their future betting. And you may turn your cash into big cash. If you like fantasy sports, you can be betting as the game goes along. The in-game wagering is absolutely fantastic on over-unders, player props, and more. It really gets you engaged. And right now, you may not feel as connected to college hoops. You will be if you get that Parx Casino Sportsbook app. So right now, download it or go to parxcasino.com. And new customers make a futures bet or live in-game bet or any sports bet at all, risk-free up to $500. The Parx Casino Sportsbook app. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
I know that most people find his calm leadership to be a gentle, soothing beacon at a time of great social chaos.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's Parx Madness with 97.5 The Fanatic.
Parx Casino and Sportsbook is 97.5 The Fanatic's official home for tournament basketball.
Catch all the games and bet on all the action at Parx Casino and Sportsbook and on the Parx Casino Sportsbook app.
Parx Madness.
Go to 975thefanatic.com for all the details and find out when we'll be at Parx Broadcasting Live.
Presented by the Parx Casino Sportsbook app, the official sportsbook partner of the Real Philly Fan. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, sports fans, before there was the step over, the strip sack, the long fly ball, or the Philly special, Colonial Hyundai was providing a faster, easier, better way to buy a new vehicle. Hi, it's John Astro, the Car Czar from Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown. This month at Colonial, we're celebrating over 2 decades of serving our community during our 20th anniversary sales event. All month long, we're celebrating by offering the best prices of the year. During this event, save up to 30% off any new Hyundai in stock. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's Best Warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain, which only Colonial will double during this event to 20 years, 200,000 miles. Save big with exclusive offers from Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown, like a new 2021 Elantra SE for just $99 per month. Don't miss this event, the Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown 20th anniversary sales event. Plan your visit at colonialhyundai.com. Colonial Hyundai of Downingtown, the faster, easier, better way to buy a Hyundai.
Hyundai Elantra SE based on 36-month lease through HMF. Stock number H200121. Lease cash down $2,299 plus tax and tag. Financing through HMF. Offers cannot be combined. See dealer for full details.
Hey, it's Anthony Gargano. Life's coming at us hard these days, right? We go 100 miles an hour. We feel stressed, run down. We're dehydrated, get headaches, body aches. We're working overtime to try to protect ourselves from getting sick. So I needed a positive way to recharge and refuel. Enter Exiva Vitamin Infusion Therapy. It's been a game changer for me. I love it. Imagine flooding your body with these vitamins, nutrients, amino acids, and hydration you need to boost your immune system, elevate your mood and your energy level, and replenish your reserves in under an hour. We're talking vitamins, nutrients, and hydration administered by a board-certified nurse at one of Exiva's modern infusion suites. It's amazing. I felt incredible. And I received my infusion, got a flat screen TV. I was reading. It was relaxing. Learn more about Exiva's vitamin therapies at Exiva.com. That's AXIVA.com. Exiva. Replenish, recharge, relief.
Yo. The college basketball season is heating up, and I'm telling you that we need to turn our attention to the Wendy's Wooden Watch. Now, in 2002, I was honored to receive the John R. Wooden Player of the Year Award, which is presented to the country's most outstanding men's and women's player, who is also making progress towards earning a degree. That's very important. This year, players like Luka Garza, Cade Cunningham, Ryan Howard, and Aaliyah Boston are all vying for the trophy. So who will take it home? The 2021 John R. Wooden Men's and Women's Player of the Year is presented by Wendy's.
Get a free honey butter chicken biscuit at Wendy's this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Because as the official breakfast of March Madness, we've invented Biscuit Ball. The game with only one rule. Score a free honey butter chicken biscuit at Wendy's, no catch. During breakfast hours this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
No purchase required. Limit one free honey butter chicken biscuit per person per day, March 18th through 2021 only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours. Not valid for delivery orders or combined with other Wendy's app offers. No substitutions while supplies last.
Dell Semi-Annual
annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business and powered by Intel Core processors. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. Again, that's 877-ASK-DELL.
Does it feel like finding clothes in your fit is impossible? Tired of feeling overwhelmed with options that just aren't right? Let the experts at Stitch Fix do the shopping for you. At Stitch Fix, we make sure each piece is hand-selected for your life. So whether you're staying home or on the go, Stitch Fix has the answer for what to wear. We make it easy to find what works for you. Signing up takes just a few minutes, and styles are delivered directly to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
It's over. We're going to war.
I've never been afraid to swing.
All roads lead to the FX original series, Mayans.
This isn't going to end well for you, brother.
I ain't your brother. Tonight at 10. Don't miss the special 2-episode premiere.
You think that you can survive without our pipeline? Let me see you try it.
Mayans. Premieres tonight at 10 on FX. Next day FX on Hulu.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of how many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
Since there was no basketball tournament last March, Unibet is offering twice the sign-up bonus this year. Get $40 free and $500 risk-free. With twice the bonus, go twice as hard. Woo! Watch on 2 screens. Woohoo, yeah! On 2 couches. Both cheeks. And place twice the bets. Bonus! Get $40 free and $500 risk-free. Unibet Sportsbook. Crazy about the odds. Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on radio.com. Live.
You know that you need to constantly be in touch. You need to be reachable. You need to be able to conduct business while you're on the fly. I don't like talking on the phone a lot, but I know how much I need my phone. I know that I'm going to have to be able to check emails, send files, be able to live stream things. And having T-Mobile on my side really helps a lot. I love T-Mobile. I love the fact that I've been a customer since day one, an actual day one customer. And why? Well, it's the best company to do business with. And that's why they continue to dominate the competition. And T-Mobile has got the best network in all of Philadelphia. When T-Mobile and Sprint merged, it was over. Finished. Finito. Nobody else can compete. Have you tried about it? Have you tried T-Mobile? Give it a shot right now. There are great rate plans available for you, great customer service, great stores all over the area. You can check one out. Just roll on in. See what they've got for you. And I promise when you make the switch, you'll be a very happy T-Mobile customer too. And when you become one, would you please tell them that John Kincade sent you?
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Thank God this is radio, or you'd have to be looking at my face.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic, and appreciate you being a part of things. There are a lot of people talking about futures betting and stuff like that, and Jamie, I know the folks at Prop Swap, you're very proud to sing their praises.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Hoops Madness time on PropSwap.com. So here's how it is. We in Pennsylvania and New Jersey have legal sports tickets. A lot of states still don't have this. So you can purchase your legal sports tickets here. Go to PropSwap.com, list them for sale, and there's thousands of buyers, and you can make some easy profit. Go to PropSwap.com today and download the app.
And I see you like to pick teams that you think are going to have successful runs, and then once their price goes up, once people start believing in their fan base, you unload the ticket.
Yeah, like PropSwap tweeted me over the weekend.
It's a great deal.
Because I have a Joel Embiid MVP ticket, and that's most likely probably going to take a big blow. PropSwap said, sell it on PropSwap.
See,
so I can do that.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of people who've interacted on a lot of topics today. And one of them is that I brought up the Buddy Ryan thing. And people being obsessed with, oh my gosh, the Buddy Ryan era was just the greatest. A gentleman says to me here, he goes, I used to be one of those idiots that said the Buddy Ryan era was my best era of Eagles football ever. And then Rich Kotite won a playoff game that Buddy could never win and does that. So a gentleman says to me here, he goes that he's talking about this thing and he goes, Aaron Rowan was talked about in Philadelphia like he was some legend because he ran into a wall with his 211 batting average.
Right.
Guy says here, he goes, Kincade, please, this is mind-numbingly dumb. How can anyone be underappreciated with a 239 career batting average? He's talking about our boy Rhys Hoskins. I mean, it's like there's people that are very much like, he goes, you can't underappreciate people who have never accomplished anything. To underappreciate somebody, they have to have accomplished something. And that does make sense. You have to have been, like, somebody has an accomplishment that should be revered, and we're not appreciating it. He's got, Rhys Hoskins seems like a good dude, too, but he has no accomplishments as a film.
He drives me nuts.
No accomplishments.
So when I say underappreciated, it's because I get so nuts that I overlook the things he does well. And that's what I meant by underappreciated.
But I mean, there's nothing
his on-base percentage is pretty outstanding. I hate it because first base is a power position, and I need him in this lineup having 35 to 40 home runs. So I'm not like, believe me, I don't love Rhys Hoskins. I just brought him up underappreciated because he does things well that I look past because of things he doesn't do well.
I got to get Nick Scioli, I think it's Scioli. I got to give him a little heads up because he obviously hasn't heard me before. So for the people in the back, John, your taste in TV is absolutely horrendous. Nick, I think it was the 5th grade lunch table was the last time I gave a flip what any other man thought about what I like. I would suggest you do the same. It's a great freeing feeling when you don't care about peer pressure and you just like what you like. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what other people like on television or otherwise with that. Just a little heads up. Just a little heads up. Bob, you don't seem like a person who ever gives a flip about what someone else likes.
No, I don't have to
Bob
really...
doesn't care what someone else likes.
Look, I'm not a non-caring person. Everybody likes to be liked.
Somebody else likes.
Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I mean, what difference does it make,
And I tell you this, there was one thing in sports where I violated that rule. And I feel so stupid about it now. Absolute stupidity on my part. I used to mock fantasy football. when it first started.
That's funny.
And I loved playing daily fantasy.
Daily fantasy is great.
Or using the Parks Casino Sportsbook app and being able to bet props like that. I used to mock people who were into fantasy football.
Yeah.
When maybe the first 2 or 3 years of it. I'd be like, seriously?
I do this all the time with life in general. I honestly do. I'll look at things that people are doing now that I say, yeah, no way. That's crazy. I'm not going to become that person. And then down the line, it might happen. And it has happened to me where down the line, I'm like, wow, somebody was doing this a year ago, and I'm just starting to do it now. I can't think of specific examples, but you all know what I'm kind of talking about, whatever it may be. So, I don't cut up people on what they watch because down the line, even though I don't do it now, I might do it later. I'm not above thinking that I'm not going to change in my life.
And I laughed the other day when we were telling Jamie about, he goes, people going, can't believe you watch General Hospital. I said, go into any professional sports locker room.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
Any pro sports locker room. NBA players would, and Shaq will tell us, they would work their calendar around seeing Lakers was Young and the Restless. People were like, oh my God, we got to see the Young and the Restless. Got to see, they're in the young. Now, the late things in the baseball clubhouses, you walk into the baseball clubhouse later, mid-afternoon, there will be a soap opera on one of the TVs.
That's crazy.
There will be a soap opera on one of the TVs because it's what's on.
I know, but it's an mindless relaxation.
And it's mindless.
I get that.
And guess what? Lots of
it's an
attractive,
a
very, very attractive characters.
It's an on-demand society we live in now. I don't even.
Well, let's sit and binge watch the most the show that everybody says we need to watch on Netflix. Let's not watch something like that.
Yeah, I rarely watch live TV, so I don't even think that way anymore, which is weird.
What is this? There's a show somebody was trying to get me to.
Bridgerton.
No.
Sopranos.
No.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Tell me when I hit it.
No, it was it was a show about a bunch of probably oversexed kids on the Cape.
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like,
Saw
I
it.
put that.
Did you really?
Wow. Did you really?
Oh yeah.
I put it on.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like Treasure or something?
Yeah.
Looking for like a surfer's
everyone was
treasure.
like, you got to watch this. You got to watch this.
It was a really
It's-
horny show.
They're like, you
right?
got to watch this. It's great. It's sort. Isn't it like Dawson's Creek with a treasure hunt?
I never saw Dawson's
See,
Creek.
I didn't like that.
But,
any of those.
So my daughter and her boyfriend were into it, and then we watched it together with them. So no, they're not.
Is
it's
it a
not
treasure
over,
hunt?
Yeah, it is. It's not a horny.
So it's not.
It's not the horny teenager type of thing. No. But it wasn't bad. I liked it actually. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things there's weird shows.
There's
that
so much
people will
TV
like.
anymore.
Oh my
It's
Okay,
serious.
but what's the one show then that you're not embarrassed about, but you know you get ripped for if you bring it up?
Well, I get ripped on General
that's
Hospital.
pretty good.
Okay, but like take that aside because you own that so much that
I've heard so many people that are the streaming snobs. You can't watch it. The Blacklist with James Spader is spectacular. A spectacular TV. I don't watch network TV. I'm not watching one of those stupid network TV shows. Blacklist is spectacular.
I think
television.
the guy that's coming in 10 minutes, this guy is going to disagree with you
That's
on that
great.
one.
That's fine. He can disagree with me. I don't give a flip. But I mean, it's like the Blacklist is excellent television. Coach watches Blacklist. He's trying to catch up on the Blacklist. Spader, I'm a huge Spader fan.
One of the best shows out there right now.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
I've never
Is it still live?
Yeah.
Still current?
It's a great show. But they are dragging out on a secret that's been like a secret since the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
There's one of those things where you wish they'd get to the punchline and tell me you've got another act.
Right. Yeah.
Like
You
there's
should watch
something.
Ted Lasso.
Everyone says to watch.
Yeah,
it.
you know what? I want to
And
check
guess what?
that
I
out.
do want to
Great.
check. And I do want to check that out.
It's
So
a
do
happy
I.
show. It's a joyous
that's
show.
Yeah. There it is.
my word.
You got John. Hook, line, and sinker.
It's
My
so
favorite
well
word.
done.
Swamp people.
But
and
let me
will
ask
not,
you,
and I will not say on the air, but if Chris Miller here is saying that he loves the Blacklist, Matt Cohen, Blacklist, love it. Absolutely love it.
I've heard it's good.
CJ says Blacklist. Like this is good. What I would say to you is this. If you want to know my wife's theory, my wife thinks she's cracked the code of the show.
Okay.
The secret of Raymond Reddington. You can email me at the station and I will share it. I'm not going to say it over the air. Because if I say it over there, it might ruin it for somebody. It's just a theory.
Yeah.
But when you hear the theory, you will go, oh gosh, it's right.
It's good.
It's the theory.
My guilty pleasures aren't even that bad. It's probably just HGTV.
I love HGTV.
And
What show though?
I like Love It or List It. I like
Love It.
I don't like the Property Brothers, but I like the show, and I like Chip and Joanna.
Chip and Joanna.
You know what I like is, and I don't know the name of the dude, but it's called like My Lottery Home.
Oh, David Bromstead?
I love him. I think he's really good.
David used to, he has no room left for tats.
No, he doesn't. He's all
up. I remember when he had no tats.
Yeah, they're up all around his
He is
neck,
up
all
the
over every
neck.
finger.
It's like there's on everything. He was, David was on the show. They used to have a competition show that was great, like a reality show that HGTV, you want to be a star, you want to be design star.
Oh, really?
So they would have 10 guys like Bob Cooney and Jamie Lynch and all these people who could do stuff around the house, that could do, and there would be, you would get a show for 12 episodes on HGTV.
Oh, I've never even seen this guy before.
Yeah.
David Bromstead?
Yeah.
He's really good. Like
He's really good.
He's a good personality.
You know what I've heard is an awesome show is the Stanley Tucci travel show.
I don't know it.
Apparently, he steals a little bit of Anthony Bourdain style, and he goes through Italy, and he tours Italy, and it's a food. I think it's on CNN, but I've had a couple people now tell me
check it out.
Awesome.
I knew someone I knew worked with Anthony.
Loved
not Anthony Gargano, but worked with them for 2 years.
Oh.
Actually traveled with them to like
that's the dream job
India
right there. I know it's not all glamorous and it's a grind.
Wasn't the dream job working with Anthony?
He's a little difficult. I could see that.
He had some issues on.
He was very
particular.
He was very good to his people as far as pay.
Okay.
He was impossible to deal with almost on a daily basis. He had a lot of demons.
I can see that.
A lot of demons.
Yeah.
He was like impossibly high maintenance.
I can see that.
Very high
A lot
maintenance.
of geniuses are.
Yeah, like you, John.
I don't think he's a genius.
there's a genius to what he did.
Explain.
He went from a low-level chef to glamorizing the restaurant industry.
Well, so did that loudmouth guy that screams at everybody.
He changed food forever.
Who's the
Anthony
guy?
Bourdain.
Who's the guy who screams at everybody?
Yeah.
Who comes in?
Emerald.
No, I know you're talking about
I hate blonde-haired guy.
I wouldn't
Gordon
feed
Ramsay.
This, yeah, I wouldn't
He's
feed
got
this to my dogs.
I'll tell
This
you
is
what.
terrible.
What are you, an idiot sandwich?
So made up.
He's got a great show on
That's
now,
fake,
though.
though.
Gordon Ramsay, where he
That's
gets
fake.
dropped
Those
off.
shows are all fake.
I think probably most of the shows are all fake.
Bob
I mean,
Cooney
it's
would
not like
punch. You'd punch him in the face first scene.
you know what?
If it was real, you'd be there and go, "You're coming into my restaurant, tell me my food tastes like dog crap."
Yeah.
You'd punch him in the face.
That one's
$400,000 in
fake.
debt.
But that's not the show I'm talking about. The show I'm talking about is he gets dropped off in like some village, like in the middle of water, and he goes to shore and he meets up somebody and he has a meal that he has to prepare for the weekend for like locals, but he has to figure out the landscape of the area and what he's cooking and what they like.
That's kinda cool.
I'm not.
That's an interesting concept.
I'll look it up. It is fascinating.
Because the show where he goes in and he rips it.
I can't say I don't watch that.
That's
I've never
so
watched that show.
because I don't believe any of it.
Anthony Bourdain, to bring it back to him, he is the Tiger Woods of the restaurant industry. He made a lot of people money. He rose the entire industry.
Okay, somebody is listening right now who the Anthony Bourdain happens to be watching on YouTube. So good morning. He happens to be watching back in Atlanta.
I'm
So
glad he
hello.
took care of his people.
And he said he always took care of his people.
That's good
and
to
he
hear.
was a kind soul that was always apologetic after his episodes.
So he realized he was being wrong, but had maybe a little bit of a temper.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
A lot of demons.
Yeah.
You know, you may not always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. He said, reinforce, please, that the man was very kind.
I don't
He
doubt
just
that.
had a lot of demons.
Sure, yeah.
He had a lot of demons. All right, the question is, does this guy still have it?
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's corner.
Gut. Does Bill Belichick still have...
This is the linchpin.
I blacked out. I didn't even realize that was Cooney's corner.
Perfect show
It
just
wasn't.
ended.
What just happened?
It ended twice already. We've already had an Aaron Nola start, and then Hector Neris just gave up a long bomb.
That's
on me. I'm going to own that, guys. My bad.
It's
Good working with you guys. Really good working with you.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, gut check. Does Bill Belichick still have the magic?
No.
Well, I think the hat.
Yes or no?
I think the hat and everything
Yes or
else.
no?
Yes or no?
No.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No.
The reason I bring it up is yesterday the Patriots came out fierce. You know, it's probably not as much money as people are making it out to be in the grand scheme of things, but he did sign Jalen Mills and he did sign Nelson Aguilar, and he is the GM up there. These are his decisions. I used to think when Brady was there that everything he did was going to work.
Yes.
Now I look at him and I'm going, Aguilar's okay. Like, he's not great. He's not horrible. Jalen Mills, TBD. We'll see what he is outside of here. 5-6 years ago, if they signed the equivalent of those players, I go, oh, damn. These guys are going to bite us in the ass.
Right.
Jalen Mills is going to become a 4-time Pro Bowler. I don't know if I'm there anymore. I think and I could eat these words in 2 years. I think his shine's kind of worn off a little bit.
I got to see more than just last year.
Sure, absolutely. And there's a good chance I regret these words.
But I think that I feel what you're selling. I do not believe. First of all, I heard, and it's really a shame because since he started doing Monday Night Football, I think that the ex-assistant GM at ESPN, Louis Riddick,
yeah.
I think he's lost his fastball. Because literally this morning he went on and rambled on about all the free agent signings yesterday that were done by the Patriots. And he said, this is textbook Bill Belichick. This is, in fact, the exact opposite of Bill Belichick. Going out and spending big money in free agency on, like, everybody, that's the exact opposite of what Bill Belichick's ever done.
Here's his list. I have it in front of me. Yesterday, the Patriots signed Cam Newton, Juju Smith, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Brown. There's 9 players. Matthew Judon, Jalen Mills, Justin Bethel. This is very un-Patriot-like.
Okay.
You didn't have to in the past, right? You didn't have to. You just brought in, like you said, a Nelson Aguilar is a 1,100-yard, 11-touchdown guy under Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's what we expect.
Yeah.
Because of Tom Brady. But those guys aren't going up there and just shining under Bill Belichick, and that's not a slight on Belichick.
Yeah.
Like
That's kinda
Brady
what I
went,
mean.
Brady went to a non-playoff team and they won the Super Bowl. That's awfully hard for a coach to do.
Oh, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Do you think either of them will work out for him? In like a war way, like a better than an average player.
I could see. Yes. Yeah.
Both or just one?
Jalen, guess what? I would say that I think both of them can work out.
It'll be interesting to see.
But I'm not thinking that it's going to be a huge success story for Nelson Aguilar.
Because of Cam Newton. He just can't throw the ball.
Cam can't throw the ball downfield.
No.
I mean, he just can't. So it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. I hate, though, doubting him.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Because it sounds stupid because he's done enough to say,
sure.
And by the way, that team, that roster changed over constantly.
Yeah. And now he's signing Eagles
scraps.
And I'm going,
maybe he thinks he can make a delicious, tasty item.
We'll find out.
With those snacks. Hey, Anthony Gargano's here. That means Natural Lawn of America is taking care of us. Natural Lawn of America's safer alternative in lawn care for your kids and your pets. Schedule their full-service program and get free seeding every year and peace of mind. Call 800-FREE-SEED. Natural Lawn of America with greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
All right, every day I come in. And usually it's the bro who's the bane of my existence. And that continues today. However, I'm shocked.
Yes, it was.
Because I actually, for the first time, and I don't know, maybe ever, disagree with Bob.
On what?
Uh-oh.
And I don't understand.
You don't like beer?
I love it. I don't understand.
Thinking of Bob's hot takes
when
today.
it comes to food, I always agree with Jamie. But I don't understand this concept of the backup quarterback. Well, you guys got to explain to me why I can't like Jacoby Brissett. I have to worry about hoagie mouths?
Yes. No, yes. See, I think
ridiculous.
I might not.
Guess what, though? Here's what you're going to say. You say you don't have to worry about hoagie mouths. But what do you do every day? You come in here and you worry about the king of the hoagie mouse right across from you, Jamie Lynch.
Him. It makes it
I know,
fun
but you also though he gets under your skin. But he gets under your skin.
Hoagie mouse getting Jeffrey's head.
Jamie's a hoagie mouth.
He's got Dietz and Watson breath all over him.
He's king of the hoagie
He's from the Lynches. He's the hoagie mouth. The Lynches don't.
The Lynches.
It's the caviar mouth.
Right.
Yeah. It's not the hoagie mouth.
Because when COVID lifts, we are having the inaugural Mr. and Mrs. Hoagie Mouth pageant.
Oh, that's classic.
And Jamie will be he's the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
He will sit on a throne with the big hat and a scepter.
I like it.
And we will audition people to see who is Philly's biggest hoagie mouth.
Yeah, I love it.
Jamie will know.
And Jamie will know.
Jamie on a throne. Think of Jamie on a throne. The robe, the throne. He'll be there with the hoagie mouth. Hey, Wawa, you listening? You listening, Wawa?
That's classic.
You're going to want to sponsor this.
Yeah, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people feel.
I'm worried about what fans are going to call for a backup quarterback. Like Jacoby Brissett, I agree with what you said in that he's a bottom dweller starting quarterback in the league. But I shouldn't have to worry about Jalen Hurts is either going to succeed or fail. It doesn't matter who's behind him.
Why did Carson Wentz fail last year?
That.
Because he was spooked by the backup quarterback.
No, he failed.
And he was angry about it.
Well, he was angry because they didn't draft a receiver, and they drafted a backup quarterback after the ultimate happened. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl.
They did draft a receiver. They just drafted the wrong receiver.
Yeah, well
maybe. It's too early.
Too.
It's too early to say the wrong receiver.
No, it's not. It was the wrong receiver.
No, I mean, it's right. No, it
was the wrong receiver.
Jalen Reagor can still prove us all wrong.
He can prove that he can play in the league, but it doesn't. He's the wrong receiver. And he was proven last year when Justin Jefferson had the year he did.
Nothing gets proven in 1 year.
He did.
I think it's 1 year.
So what? It doesn't matter. He already proved that he was the wrong pick.
Eagles would have wasted him anyway.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. It is a.
It's like until week 8 until he plays.
Is it going to be a fun Tuesday, Anthony? You got lots of fun stuff planned, hopefully. Fun.
Yes, we are going to. We're going to go on a discovery route. We're going to discover if Negadelphia really exists, and we're going to look at the poles of fandom. On the North Pole is Mike Missinelli. On the South Pole is the Bro.
There you go.
What an honor.
So there it is. So get on your polls. That's the Anthony Gargano show.
I see what you did there.
Coming up next. So for Pat Egan, Bob Cooney, Jamie Lynch, and the coach Eric Camille, we'll be back tomorrow morning on St. Patty's Day here on The Fanatic.
Have either of you ever been polled?
The John Kincade Show.
You can't just tag no offense on the end of something horribly offensive and act like it's okay.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Well, if you're planning on hiring a lawn care service, doesn't it make sense to hire a company that provides better results and is safer for your family and pets? That's why I chose Natural Lawn of America. That's my lawn care company. Natural Lawn provides homeowners with greener grass and fewer weeds using an exclusive organic-based lawn care product. Now, this isn't a cookie-cutter lawn care service. Natural Lawn tailors their applications to your lawn-specific needs. And their unique approach to lawn care has reduced chemical pesticide use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Locally owned and operated for more than 30 years right here in the Delaware Valley, I trust my lawn to Natural Lawn, and you should too. Get the results you want and the peace of mind you deserve. Take advantage of their limited time offer. Schedule Natural Lawn's full service program, and you'll get free seeding every year. That's right, free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800 FREESEED for my lawn care company, Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Every day, someone comes up to me and says, Amy, how amazing is Xfinity Internet? And I always say, guys, I could go on and on about how it gives you more than just fast speeds for all your work, school, and everything from home needs, but I have places to be. And then I'd also mention you get reliable in-home Wi-Fi coverage and protection from network threats. But I gotta run. I have a thing. Really, it happens all the time. Can your internet do that?